noise in the front
kita
line,
no
and it's time for them
berlangsung.
to shine.
VCT
Boom!
Asencion
Can they
Pasific,
bounce
boom,
back again?
versus
Or are the
XERXIA di map
homegrown
pertama.
heroes gonna lock in
Sorry
the
ketelan guys,
arena?
dan
We
belum
want to
juga
hear
masih
this
pakai
electricity
kutak.
the entirety of the
Kita
evening,
langsung aja
ladies
guys
and
ya.
gentlemen.
Nobar.
Because this series deserves nothing less. As we move into Lotus, will something beautiful bloom?
Apa kabar guys?
Or will
Apa kabar,
it just
guys?
purely be
Apa
the
kabar,
burn
guys?
in front of us?
Apa kabar guys?
As so many storylines
Halo, guys.
can
Apa kabar,
intertwine
guys?
here.
Apa
we
kabar,
look
guys?
forth into Lotus.
Apa kabar guys? Salah.
Time to
Salah.
settle it down as the leaves fall.
Apa kabar guys?
Everybody settles in.
Salah.
Important pistol round for both sides here today. Bit of sea aggression from XERXIA early on, and some orb control over to the middle of the map. But the man that we were waiting for,
Aduh,
the silent
overpick
soldier,
Severin.
Rolex, to start off on a Severin.
Aduh, ayo dong, boom. Ini boom kalau kalah nggak lolos kan guys, kalau menang lolos ya.
Orthodox purchase on the Killjoy, but he makes it work.
Ih, pamer kenapa sih? Kenapa jadi di pamer?
Boom as well, so you have added
Ini boom nggak boleh kalah guys, kalau kalah dia pulang ya.
Famous over at this seaside. As the guarding light goes out, it will reveal that there are players to keep him interested, but player advantage for XERXIA into C.
I think they're happy with this. They're going to respect
Kalau
the
menang
Komodo,
lolos sih, Cok.
allowing them some free entry into the site. The dark cover will keep them at bay.
Yeah, plant down, safe as well. We're going to see some aggression.
Hang on, yeah, they're going to go straight on in there, but it's going to be alert to deny. He picks up two, but he's blinded up for a second. Good thing he's got LBY to support him from that position. Now it's going to be on to Blaze King. I had my eye on him. He likes to pick up a few different agents, and he's on the Killjoy here. Does get the head spotted out, and I think he's just going to boogie straight out. There is no chance he gets back into this, and XERXIA have had an absolutely stellar opening here on Lotus.
boom.
Able to get this pistol if they can hunt Blaze King as well. Get some extra credits on the back of that one, and they will do it. Alert for the 3K. A flawless round to come out from them, and they actually get their first pistol when it comes to Lotus at this tournament.
Ini berbahaya guys.
Hopefully people can hear the crowd because it is going wild here for XERXIA.
We'll get the old XERXIA Susu. XERXIA fighting, and they are showing that as we get straight out of the gates here.
Berarti skor bang, 2-1 sih kayaknya guys ya.
It's not too late
Ayo,
tonight.
ayo dukung boom guys.
Too bad of a,
Hungry beast.
of a run we've had.
Karena map
Yeah.
div ya, hungry div bro.
But I don't feel
Hungry
like the
div.
length of the day has
boom,
solidified
kekuatan
really
otot
anything
dari-
about what we've got to experience across all three series so far.
Absolutely not, no. We'll see what these pistols are going to be able to do for Boom, however. Just Shiro on the Sheriff as the buyout from XERXIA permitted by the last round victory. We'll be here awaiting aggression from Boom. This is something that I like to see in the gun rounds when Boom are getting very aggressive.
Ayo boom,
We know
ada
that is the
JKT
tendency for
mendukungmu
this
boom.
squad.
Boom, ada
You can
JKT
shut down
mendukungmu
aggression
boom
from them
tuh.
time and time again.
Lah,
Make
boom
them
e-sport,
respect you.
boom e-sport,
That is
boom
definitely an
e-sport.
avenue to get into a game. Back towards C,
Ini playoff bang, belum
Bit of
playoff
deja
guys.
vu for Severin. He's not going to lose his life straight away, but he might still be the first yet.
Pamer,
That couple hold him
bocil
off for a
pamer
minute.
cok,
You mentioned
kenapa
about
sih?
respect, right? Boom.
Kenapa
Takes him a
sih
lot to do that.
guys?
Yep.
Astaga kalian guys ya, ini buff
Slow
sama
though.
JKT48.
For
Boom,
XERXIA
boom,
in
boom.
this round. Did give enough time for Boom to start to rotate on over.
Yeah. Gonna get a lot of information off that guiding line. Alert, up nice and close. but
Nice,
famous.
famous.
Okay, I'm a believer. Severin, another Komodo. This one's tilting on its head, but LBY will respond. Okay. We can cool the Jets just a little bit here as the supporting utility from the captain does support. Spike planted, 1v3, and Blaze King. He was last alive previously. It might be a bit too tough.
If you can get one kill on the exit here, that would most likely be job done. A classic though, of course. Hold on to your utility. Alarm bot and a nano swarm. But spotted out. Not going to be able to get the job done at the end of it. 3 alive for XERXIA coming
Kalau
into the
menang
gun
lulus playoff
round
kan,
of
iya
Boom.
nih baju gua kok jadi kecil banget ya, dulu nih sempit ya baju gua cok.
And what is the bonus actually going to look like for
Kayak gua udah kurus
XERXIA
banget
here
ya,
as
guys.
well? A Guardian, a Bulldog carried over. The two stronger weapons, but Mitch here in this round, the classics, certainly getting the job done on the back of the early information that XERXIA
Ini harus menang guys, kalau kalah pasti nggak lolos guys ya.
It gave enough to Boom to get those rotations over, so when we get into those gun rounds, they're going to have to be careful of situations like that.
Yeah. Not much to make anything work with, but if XERXIA do that, it'll certainly be a level of establishment here. Fault line out, and Famous. He's up close and personal here. They're already having a look around, but that guiding light is going to be perfection. Great shot from Famous. Responded, though, by LBY. Now they can settle around the rubble.
Yeah. Boom. They still want to go a little bit aggressive. It's only still that stalemate, 4 versus 4. Remember XERXIA, lesser weaponry.
Waduh, 1 tukar 1 nih bos.
some upgraded weaponry.
Gym seminggu berapa kali bang? Biasa 5-6 kali guys.
Yep.
One more would be.
Oke, di A semua nih guys. Kita lihat guys player boobnya masih di B1, C1, 2A. Oke, 2A oke lah. Kalau ke B ini kayaknya bolos deh. Hero pakai Guardian lagi.
So split apart. Still keeping a firm eye towards this A side, Shiro.
Nice,
okay.
Shiro, nice banget.
Couple of one taps, baby.
Aduh.
LBY does get the response out again. He's been good for it, but
Halo viewers ku Keren.
Maybe a little bit too far.
Oh, kenapa Severin overpick sih?
He's going to get the catch back, so it's into this 2-on-2 here, Komodo.
If LBY gets the kill, Mitch, he will have
Nice.
Thunder, but Berserk takes his head off, and now it's all on a Rolex.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the Vandal, and he's got some time to work with as well, so he's just going to slow it down for a little bit. Knows that Blaze Kings is over this way, but it's not going to matter when Blaze Kings got his number. Crosshair placed accordingly,
bro,
and
let's
that's
go, bro.
a responding round for Boom.
Certainly damaging, though, in terms
Mahal
of
sekali roundnya guys, iya mahal,
first gun round. You lose 3 players. You have to drop on down to some light shields in the next one.
Badannya Bang Rio.
To be
Guys,
honest with you, we've
badan
seen
gue udah bagusan belum guys?
a phenomenal amount of light shielded rounds, so it shouldn't be too much of
shoulder
a
gue udah
difference.
bagus kan
But the
shouldernya?
biggest thing is that XERXIA got close in that bonus round. They are
Bang Rio
looking
PC Indah
just out the
50k
get-go
boleh
ready
nggak?
for this one.
PC ntar kabarin ntar aja.
Zero for sure. You come into this next round to use a Rolling Thunder, that is going to be an important piece that they can work with.
Udah bagus bang,
Again,
mantap. Udah main di jauh, iya lah.
Tendency
Itu
over
kan?
towards C to start off, not seeing any utility.
Nih,
Over
kalau
towards A
begini
with
keren nih,
that
guys.
one way that you're dropping on down, but hello Sunshine. It's quick in towards this C side.
Falling away immediately. Doesn't want to fight with it. Alert, happy to run through the nano there. Should be spiked down in just a tick.
Prime Rio kah?
Yeah, definitely waiting to see what they can do with that
Lu
one.
gak kedinginan bang? Enggak sih, asli di kamar gue gak sedingin gitu guys.
He's happy with that.
It's pushing
Fokus,
back.
fokus, monobar boom,
All
Dajjal
control taken now.
Plants down.
Pep, you can see me.
Undeniable from Boom, but they are already on this advantage line at the holes.
That's it. There is another dark cover.
PC Mami Indah mana yang ini Mami Indah? Mas Haji ini Mas Haji ya?
Keep going.
Ini Mas Haji nanya lagi ya?
There's that dark cover I was talking about. Paranoia is still available.
Ini Mami Indah.
And now Alert on the line as well. Up close, great flash, but Shiro, awesome response there as well. So still it's going to be Boom holding the control of this round.
Ayo,
lines up one, gets it. No, like Blaze King finds
nice
it exactly
one.
right. Severine in position and he does catch one. Now he has to use it and he's straight on in, but
Nice.
how did he not see that? From the shadows, he comes with the shrouded step. No way Severine has just won that.
He's TP'd essentially next to him to give him a handshake in the map. My oh my, his HP is not there either.
Gali bang, oh itu Gali. Gauli, oke ntar ya Mas Gauli ya.
Down trades after trades from both sides at a round like this. But the gamble on the shrouded step, when he sees that he's looking to run into the site as well. The ponytail can't swing back. Breach taken down.
Guys.
You mentioned it. That flank from Severine, great positioning, great timing.
Through the door as well. Yeah. A very audible, piece on Lotus.
Not ready for it.
No.
Kalau kalian nggak mau lihat gua telanjang gini,
over
gua
a C mount from
pakai
Severine. The blades of Alert, 5 HP. Sky, Seraphop, get those heals out.
Yeah, really awkward. Has to pop the regrowth immediately there.
You mentioned from the shadows in the last round for Severine. Actually does have them available now as well. Can be used for information or to quickly get over towards A, specifically if Blaze King's alarm bot is popped at the front of the stairs. Doesn't have his Killjoy setup actually on the alpha site. That's over at Bravo, which is getting cleared on out by a deeper guiding light. It's going to be dodged by the side of XERXIA, but now they have been spotted. And here's that alarm bot, very close to Alert. No shields behind him, and that's been popped. Rotations to start to come. A potential flank from Famers later. He's nearing the spawn, but this is the time for XERXIA to go in.
It's like a chokehold, Komodo. They're already here, ready for it. Berserk. Oh! What, even caught? Okay,
nice.
Blaze King
gets
another XE, he finds one, as Severine also picks up the plate. And they continue to throw him around. It's like a Greek party at this point in time. And now with the Trailblazer going in, XE are feeling the pressure. Famous on the flank, pushing them in just slowly. It's like claustrophobia going on right now. How are they going to get anything happening? Rolex gets one. Maybe he's the one to try and do it here, Komodo.
Oh, they're still locked in though. That's the problem.
Still feeling it. Again, a stranglehold completely. 15 seconds as they try to get to it, but Rolex.
They've got in.
He's made it work. The dust settles as they try to find it. It is going to be the From the Shadows taken out from Severine.
Do they use the lockdown? They absolutely do. This can buy some crucial time for XERXIA. But boom, are they going to look to disrespect it through the dark cover?
This would be a 2-on-5 Komodo. Now information gathered. XE picks up another. Oh, man, the Undertaker in XE. Somehow they make it work, but Komodo, look at your wrist, baby, because there's a Rolex on it, and he's finally showed up.
It's bling. That's what it is. It's shiny. You look at it, and it captivates you. Rolex has done it. A 2 versus 5. We've seen so many ridiculous disadvantaged number plays to come out today so far, Mitch, but this one here in front of your home crowd as well, that is something out of legend. You're going to be forcing Boom into a bit of an eco in this one. Famous to pop Blade Storm to try and lead the way for Boom on this defensive side. He's actually the furthest away from any of the action in the spawn still. But for XERXIA, a way to take the lead in this map. No timeout used on the back of a chaotic round like that as well. So not really feeling too razzled on both of the sides. Of course, for Boom, one could argue they have an eco round like this to have a discussion.
Desperately wanted this map to be good.
Yes.
Desperately wanted this series to be good. It needs to be. And these first 5 rounds have already encapsulated that.
Yeah, for sure.
Look how much respect being shown by Boom at the moment.
Yep. XERXIA as well, taking it one step at a time over towards Rubble. It's going to draw rotations over a deeper dark cover. Will buy a little bit of time for Boom. Remember, Famous's location isn't actually discovered at the moment, and he does have these blades.
I got my eyes on him. I'm sure he's got his eyes on the prize as well, because look at Alert getting in, and he's going to be taken. We've seen Famous do big things with these blades in hand, and there's the second Komodo. He's looking for more. He's got it. Look at this man go. He can dance. He can dance all bloody day. Famous. Everyone's looking at him like he's a movie star because he is living up to his namesake. Rolex 1v5.
Bukannya
I talked
gua
about
menghina ya, tapi
respect, but Famous has none of it.
Kalau nggak Famousnya dia panas, ini nggak akan menang,
Try
guys.
to calm it down for just 1 second. Looks like Rolex now spotted. And Blaze King to close.
That's an eco.
Famous, you are a beast!
And this is why you cannot take him away. This is why I mentioned him in the pre-phase of this game. If he is the one to get activated, yes, the other day, the team still lost at the end of it with Famous having that performance. But now,
maksud gua tuh, ini bukan masalah, bukan tim apa sih, bukan tim
the difference maker.
Bukan tim perform. Ini kalau Famous doang yang perform susah, guys. Bomnya harus bener-bener panas 5-5-nya ataupun kayak tim perform gitu, guys. Agak nggak enak nih ngeliatnya begini, guys ya.
And that switch up as well.
Kurang ini, guys, kurang banget. Kalau Famousnya panas sendiri juga agak berat, guys. Nggak mungkin dia panas terus tiap round.
Alert makes them look a little bit weaker in a round such as this. Not testing over towards C or A. Actually something different, something new. Straight down the guts of the map, through the ruins, into B. And remember, that's where Blaze King's territory is. An orb gathered, a fallback, but a push up rather for Famous too. Seraphop, a guiding light at a good time. Could actually net them the opener.
No one to get him out. It's going to be all point on Famous. Can he do it again?
There's Tailwind.
Yeah, okay. All right. Maybe he will be fine. Going to fall away for now as they take control of Mound.
And you can see that Shiro's repositioning
Never mind, he's going in!
What is that? He's so ambitious.
Who does this? Why do you do this? How do you do this, Famous?
He wants more.
He got it! Continuing the treat that is on our screens right now. I can even hear everything in the crowd. Slowing it.
Going again,
but still continuing.
Can he get another big round, another 4K?
This self-awareness from Famous. He knows how good he is in this position. He is primed and ready. Has he heard the shrouded step? Ooh, I think he's looking. Okay. Punish taken, but Shiro will trade.
Any extra damage that Shiro can get here would have been good.
Nice.
And he will get that one as well to get closer to his own Rolling Thunder. But a round for Boom, 4K. Remember, a eco for XERXIA, right? So at the end of the day, they do go into a proper
Nonton doang yakin nggak lolos. Aduh, apa sih guys? Gua maaf ya guys, gua nggak sempet ke ini guys, ke Blok M, gua belum sempet cok. Maaf ya guys ya.
Who does that?
Why, kita doakan makanya Boom Esport lolos di playoff biar kita bisa nomor lagi guys.
Absolutely, a big one as well.
They pay the celebrities the big bucks.
Well, he paid a tax in that one.
Yeah, Jesus.
Does get taken down at the end, but he already got the 3K. Alrighty, into the fresh round and operator this time for Famous. A bit of a different look at dodging of the fault line.
Wants it again.
And he gets it.
Oh, he can't keep getting away with this, Famous.
Zerofop down, no heals, no flashes,
Famous
no
doang nih emang guys,
either.
anjir.
A pathway could be opened from XERXIA. Shut down, silence.
They have to respect this more, XERXIA. Not just continuing to walk into the firing line.
Gotta await the dark cover, but before the storm,
Buka aja bang,
the rolling
jaketnya
thunder
tai.
doesn't actually net too much damage onto Boom, does it?
Continuing forward.
Oh, he misses.
Ya!
That's one taken down. Blaze King has a response here. Trying to hold 4 as long as he can, but LBY will at least make it doable. But
Nice,
it's not going to matter, Komodo, when you mention Berserks, right? He's been quiet, but he shows up now.
That's
Baru
the one
jadi
that Mac
streamer
was
PMA dong.
mentioning.
PMA
He
tuh
was
apa
the
guys?
missing
PMA guys.
piece for Boom, but he's
PMA
starting
apa
to
sih
get
PMA?
here, right? Yeah, 4 kills, 2 in there.
Kita bikin aja nggak sih guys?
Get
Tiap
him
book menang
involved,
10
get him
push up
with
ya guys
the
ya.
team, because that is going to be a
Oke,
recipe
starting dari
for a
abis ini guys ya.
successful map for the side
Posisi
of Boom.
mental apa
But
sih?
it is
Itu apa sih
still
guys?
too early to decide anything. And even
Itu
just
maksudnya
this
apa?
half
Positive
at the
mental
moment,
attitude, guys. Nggak boleh
5-3,
toxic
there's
gitu.
an inch for Boom. Another eco round for XERXIA to be played, but a paused timer. A chat to be had. XERXIA call for
Oke,
it.
10 ya, 10 ya, 10 ya, 10 ya.
And at a
10 push up
time
ya.
like this as well, you have Berserks now starting to get some kills in the mix. You have Famous feeling like he's on top of Lotus, feeling like he is reading XERXIA like a book.
And he absolutely has. I think he's, taken that title for now of
10 guys, 10
flashiest
guys.
moving star at this point in time. But it's, again, not going to only be Famous. And that's been proven in these last couple of rounds, is that, we have seen things step up from Blaze King. Berserks has been there as well. So it's all
Kita ini guys,
going
kita
right for Boom
tiap-tiap
these
2 round
last
menang,
few rounds.
tiap
But of
2 round 20 gitu ya guys ya.
They've taken out their time, they've taken their pause, they've had a chat with the coach, and he's looking dapper, so hopefully it's going to work out for them.
I always love when coaches draw.
Emang masih ada chance boom buat lolos bang?
It's
Ada
the
cok.
traditional way to go.
Archer
Beautiful.
push up bang,
I
itu
do
apa guys?
respect the hell of it. We got our suits.
Yeah, we did.
Can't wait for
Ayo
that.
guys, semuanya ikut guys. Kita nonton Valorant sambil olahraga biar sehat guys ya. Setuju nggak? Setuju nggak? Semua kalau boom menang 10 push up ya.
Do something what Famous just did, right? Because these thrifty rounds can be so pivotal to push you into a better stage in the map. The operator out for Famous once again. See if that's going to net an opener for Boom. But for XERXIA,
Gas, tapi gue lagi nyetir.
slower paced rounds for them in the past couple of. So changing it up, not bad.
Yeah.
They're into B already.
Tambah 5 pun ntar aku give bang, give apa
Happy to
guys?
work with it, Blaze King.
Nice.
You talk about it being
Blaze
his home,
King.
right? This B site, Komodo, he denies alert.
Yep, and that door, Severine spots nothing. So Zerofop, an element of surprise, but he's isolated.
Oh,
The
di
lone
Ajo.
soldier without a team. They're on the other side of the map, but he snuck in.
Yeah, he's managed to split the wickets here, Komodo, but
but
Famous. Okay.
Whoa!
He's more than aware.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's the
Nice.
Classico 145
145
in
in one.
So Blaze King, luckily enough, doesn't drop down to the lighter shields like we've been seeing from a lot of players in this tournament so far. 6-3. The half-time lead, or at least equalization, gathered for Boom. More rounds to play. Finally, though, a bye for XERXIA. They have gone from bye to eco in these past couple of rounds, which, would suggest that Boom have done what they needed to do on the defensive side. But you have to see within these 4 rounds in a row, the individuality for Boom. A lot of these members getting these multi-frags. It's time to come together as a team,
Sampai banyak gaya anjing.
together as a unit to try and close out this half.
Hey guys,
make
hey guys,
it
hey guys.
something spectacular.
Yeah.
And XERXIA again, just from this early step.
Hey guys,
of
dukung Boom
utility,
guys.
a deep dark cover outside the A does mean that you'll keep XERXIA there for time. Allows Famous to get on a line at C with that operator.
He's been able to do it every round now, right?
Yeah.
They're so terrified of it.
And the Trailblazer in. Will it spot out a deep?
Kita ikutin SJW guys ya, tapi ini buat booming sport ya.
Time for himself, but this is the time that XERXIA needs to start to get a little bit faster, dropping in these utilities.
Speaking of cabbages, they're out looking for some info. Off the back of it, Berserks. He's going to fall away for now, but at least they've sent in that lockdown.
Yeah, but look who's going charging for it. Alert wants to get ahead of them, but
Okay,
he
satu,
gets
zero,
taken down
nice.
straight away. The lockdown is going to be effective if the plant goes up.
That's bold. Now they're going to have to try and clear out tree here. Famous gets another. That's Rolex going down, so they are still in control here. Boom. Onto this defuse. Blaze King already making it even easier. There's just literally nothing they can do. Sure, Zerofop can get a frag, but then straight into the crosshairs of Famous. How many multi-frags are they going to give this guy? It's round number 10, Komodo.
They completely locked out of the side as well. The lockdown forcing him into tree, but then bullied by utility. Heck, the two players that are the last surviving ones are out at the rubble. No utility to deny a defuse.
He's pushed through C as well to get there with the operator to face it in and just continue to do it.
Gacor banget, Cok. Di one-tap, Cok.
Any flank watching that you do have to look for, Famous can just waltz his way in towards your territory when you think you're comfortable, when you think, hey, we've got into the site, we're getting a plan. There's a lockdown there from Boom. There's Famous coming from behind. The Blades and the Operator singing a great tune at the moment. And we're going back Groundhog Day in towards B, straight up. But this time for XERXIA, they don't lose a player straight away.
I like it a little more this time. LBY does have to cop the dog to the face, which is a little bit of a rough thing. So now with that spike getting planted, they do poise themselves for a quick retake, but look at the flank.
No lockdown this time.
Up close and personal. Alert. Not going to take it. Blaze King, the sidestep, will be able to do it. Seraphop, no, another. Very well done. They can push into upper from this here, but Famous, he is creeping on in and he spots out Seraphop, but he can only find one as that trade does come through. Shiro, what are you made of in this 1v3? Cruising up, does make it work for now, but he's got too many angles to clear here as well. Flashpoint out, and now as they pop that Nana, he has to creep forward, try to find this jewel and try to bait it out. There it is. They set themselves up for success in the trade, and XZ makes it work.
Good trade at the end. Nice try, towards B. No lockdown this time for Boom. Force XERXIA out of the site. It doesn't matter that they've got less weaponry. It doesn't matter that they've got hardly anything, because when Seraphop gets those kills, there's time for them to upgrade the weaponry. The flank even looked after as well. Good pushes from XERXIA. Changing of the pace. This is what I was wanting for them. I asked, are we going to get, aggression out of Boom? Of course we are. We know how they play. Are we going to get that from XERXIA though? Are they going to change up their play time and time again? They're pushing to their non-pushing. They are showing us that. And again, though, another round where utility will set them slowly out through a lobby. They should know that Famous is on the line at C with that operator.
If they don't know that he's there with that operator, there's a problem.
To not be worried about it.
Berserks, though, onto this line too. Double operator.
Exactly right. You're not going to be expecting two. Or if you are, well,
you got a good read on the game. Yeah.
And they line up for him. Oh,
almost a collateral. Perfection from Berserks, because they have to get moving off the back of this Komodo, right? They can't be complacent. They can't just allow them to be, taken apart limb by limb as the Rolling Thunder comes out.
It's the last round and a half, remember. You cannot be stagnant. You entry that one in towards A, but you're met with another in return at B.
Another return. Severine, straight on in with Shiro, who picks up two. Denial of service as LBY tries his best to trade.
Go, Boom!
But unfortunately, the market is closed as XZ. He is left alone inside this 1v4. No spike available to him. They're all lined up. They're all having a cuddle. And I don't blame him, because that is beautiful from Boom. Again,
hey guys, what's up, guys?
XERXIA showed that they had something cooking early. But Boom, they continue strong. 8 in this opening half.
Yeah, and an 8-4 half on the defensive side as well means that switching it up, if their aggressive playstyle is anything to remember, they're going into a side which you would expect them to be a little bit more comfortable on. One thing we could say that for XERXIA they might be able to rely upon, and I hope that they're not going to need to in this situation, is that they were able to stave off a round number 12 against Naos in their series on this map here. 6 in a row to find 13-11, so they had a bit of a destructive defensive start, right? It was not there. It was absent. It was just getting rolled over.
So there's a max stat.
If they could change that up, that's definitely a way to start off the defenses.
XZ and Seraphop, highest headshot percentage. HSP, what are you thinking? God, I miss you.
A delicacy.
Komodo. This game, I remind everyone watching along, do or die, win or lose. And I tell you, you can send Boom home because they're from Indonesia, but you can't quite send XERXIA home. They just got to go back to their locale, right? So this means everything to a team like XERXIA, but as we can see already here, Boom, they are indeed fighting hard.
Even more so to XERXIA, because they are a team that had 2 others put before them in every discussion you would have about who would represent Thailand at this event.
Just want John Olsen
mode
back.
jersey hitam, Bang. Yoi.
A pistol round now.
Kayak 8-4, guys.
Very absent of shield.
Kalau nama poin push up, kalau menang mau ngapain, Bang? Mungkin ntar pas di map kedua kita ganti, guys. Jangan push up, apa kayak gitu ya? Ya nggak sih,
Just spotting out at the moment, actually, for XE over at C as well. You'll start to see a little bit of differences with how these agent lineups of a mirror sort do play. Pushing alert up towards rubble. As the rest of your team leans towards the other side of the map. Killjoy to play with an Omen.
They're just leaving him.
Yeah.
Ganti bang, setiap menang gak main haji.
He is literally by himself. He can ask for a flash from LBY, but it won't help too much, you would expect.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight onto this line, and he even froze for a second.
Alert
it was like a brain delay, but
anjing.
it's not going to matter when the alert is red. Making it happen again for a little bit of support from LBY as well. Alert does get taken, he does get punished by Berserks as a response, but look at this control. Right now, it's just damage prevention, but famous! Oh, you dirty man, here we go! An animal! He pushes forward, he's got the regrowth, and that's not what he's going to need. He's also going to need a couple more frags and a spike planted, but the Rolex is here.
Remember, guiding light available for Berserks.
Oh, he's peeked it, he's given up his hand, he's absolutely done it. It was all a gamble, but when you show it, you lose that poker face, the pressure comes in. Now onto it, famous. Seeing if he can hit these shots. XE's starting to come around here now to support the Berserks, dropping XE. And this could be a massive 2v4 turnaround. Not like this, XERXIA. You guys heard it. Thanks, Gary.
And there it is. A pistol round for Boom. Another disadvantaged scenario. And who other than famous?
If the crowd mics didn't pick that up, I'm going to be depressed. So someone clip that for me and send it back, please, afterwards, because that was beautiful.
Bye-bye, kata
when you have the passion and the support in the crowd, you know what it means to these players, the owners, the families, the friends, everything. And that is what encapsulates this competition. 10 of the best from around Asia. They didn't get into that spot for franchising. They worked hard. They pushed through split 1 and 2. They pushed to throw that they are the best in the region for one chance, one opportunity, Komodo. And this is the crux of that now.
Right now, the focus, though, is going to be double digits for Boom. A pistol in the hands of Seraphop for XERXIA.
Anjing mirip Sandy. Mana ada Sandy begitu, guys.
At the right location as well. The A site where Boom are looking to tangle with, but now spotted and stuck. And stunned up as well.
Very awkward now. Severine. Great catch onto Seraphop. It's just a flood, isn't it, a Boom?
Massive cleanup.
Nice banget, clean,
Literally
clean.
nothing XERXIA can do here.
Nah, and with a plan at the end as well, some extra credits. Get another tick on towards an ultimate because I'm looking at this one going into a bonus round. Berserks is one away from the Seekers on the attacker's side. That can show you the way to round number 11 now.
I'm going to love this if Blaze King doesn't upgrade and then continues forward. It's just the classic. I've seen it work, but I've also seen it fail. But look, I just don't see this Boom train stopping at all right now. The Wolfpack are here. They are fired up. There's the big man on your camera right now. But overall,
let's go.
It has been a treat to see Boom fire up the way that they have.
Bang. Iya.
Guiding light early as well. You know, somebody is at least looking at you over at C. Oh, and that's a risky jump spot from Seraphop. Tagged down. Can't heal himself. This bonus round for Boom, if they're able to find it, that would be an upset for XERXIA. And the opener for famous. Some jet dip with a bulldog. He's bit him.
He's not even on your screen. What do? That's like an Alt F4 moment right there.
Well, it's a rage moment for sure, but for Alert, you have to be silent for your teammates because the round isn't done just yet.
It's more than Alert. It's a bloody siren, an alarm bell. He's just freaking everyone out in the side of XERXIA right now.
But Boom are ringing it over at A, aren't they? 3 players here for XERXIA have to respect the spike to go down. Famous to turn to the lurk looker as well at the lobby, and there are those Seekers all towards the defense spawn. You know where the retake is coming from.
XE Exi was still clearing out C. You know, now he has to wrap all the way around. Blaze King trying to take that control, and he'll punish
Nice.
This is the thing. Boom. They keep pushing. They keep pressuring. They're not allowing XERXIA into this at all. This is just the eco, the bonus, as I mentioned, right? Exi does get one back, but Berserk gets two. Blaze King to close. He came into this round without a weapon, mate.
Get the guns, get the upgrades. They're free.
Oh my god.
And in this economy for Boom,
exactly.
That's round number 11.
Rent's expensive.
Secured.
Jesus.
Looking for 12. Looking for a scoreline to close a series that we thought coming into this conky was going to be one of the closest because of who are on the stage, because of what the stakes are right now. The winner makes it to playoffs, and the loser are sent packing.
The end of Alpha. Omega still continuing tomorrow. Arguably more insane games, right? This one's at least a bit more straightforward. You win, you lose, you lose.
Yep.
That's it. Tomorrow, God knows.
Yeah.
You can just tell Opal's brain is exploding right now, trying to work out all these scenarios, and everyone watching along at home, as we know it.
Yeah.
But as XERXIA take the timeout, this is their last chance to bring themselves back.
And XERXIA have used both timeouts now as well. They haven't forced Boom to be able to use one. They haven't felt the pressure enough to be able to justify using it. And why would you? 11-4 is the score at the moment. XERXIA have not really found any damage against Boom where they feel too hot under the collar. Things are flowing for them. Berserk is doing what he needed to do when we were asking where was he. Famous is leading the charge. These flanks are being found. They're in on a bonus round, and they're making it look like XERXIA haven't even shown up yet.
Definitely. A little bit absent, which just can't be the case.
And Severine hasn't even needed to do anything here.
He had a big round at the start, didn't he?
He had a 2K.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Golf clap.
Apa itu anjing?
Golf clap.
Dan katanya sejak kapan jadi coach Boom?
You have to go for this
Kalian jangan gitu, guys.
at the moment. You gotta give yourself
Mas Dian nggak seganteng. Maksudnya Mas Dian lebih ganteng dari itu, guys. Maksudnya sama ganteng, guys ya.
Though in a round like this, alert on the Guardian.
Must be so demoralizing for Alert to try go for this as well, given how many times Famous has punished him, but they're going to work for it.
Stun.
Blaze King just sitting. I'm not
Kemarin beli
sure if it's pretty
potopek
though.
apa? Beli,
Alert
Cok.
pushing up, he's low.
Very
low. But it's not going to matter when Exi and Rolex are stepping up to the fray. Oh my Jesus, Rolex! Okay.
Woi!
But Famous is still alive, so don't count him out of this. Spike down, but they've got their eyes on it.
Yeah, 1v4, and they know where he is from the audio cue.
Oh, Rolex has got to be so careful to not overstep here. I don't actually know if he saw him. He's in the corner now. They've all got to swing for him. Okay, perfect. Beautiful stuff. I got a little concerned there the way that Exi peaked, but he made sure he got it done. And remember, they were all joining him after.
On the back of a timeout as well, mate. You go aggressive. It seems to work wonders.
Please give me 3 maps. Come on.
There's a round, though, for XERXIA to keep that lifeline afloat. Exi from the shadows, but Shiro with a rolling thunder. We could be seeing a proper execute in towards one of these sites for the Boom side. They were feeling the flow earlier, just measuring out what aggression they were seeing from XERXIA, and now we can see a little bit more.
Mereka ngampus sekarang, XERXIA main ngampus, guys.
Round, which is still going to be chaotic. I expect.
Nothing about this series is normal, bro.
B-nya mereka
And I
tinggal,
don't
guys.
like
Mereka
it.
main
Normal is
2-2,
boring.
2-1-2.
I like excitement. It's Famous. He's straight on in. And look at that, Exi. Sorry, mate.
Nice banget,
Can't
Famous,
escape
anjir.
when the man is
Famous.
just running at you.
And he's pushing as well. Very, very deep. You still got that rolling thunder for
That's
Shiro.
what I mean. Look how close up he is here. They're going to get that spike planted. Is he going to be ready for more? I think they are, but he's not going to swing at the right time. Seraphop, help out your boy. No way. Okay. At least there is a consolation prize, but is it enough?
Well, you're going to have to rely on something from Rolex here.
Pushing in close. Severine inside the dark cover. That Nano may reveal his position.
You still got a rolling thunder.
When do they use it? When do they pop it? How do they get it out? Rolex with a response. That's something, but Shiro's got that ready. It's going to obviously take them off, so they've had to fade that one out, and it's caught everyone. So they are going to be held. I don't even know if they can win this round anymore. Komodo, it's done. They've absolutely called it.
The rolling thunder. The fact that Shiro held on to that for so long, it pings all 3 players there. It forces them back. The space brought by Boom on the back of the rolling thunder as well meant that XERXIA were forced into a save situation. Yes, they will get a consolation for Shiro in the end. But with 3 players surviving into now 7 rounds that you have to get back into this game to get us into overtime. That's more than you already have.
Yeah. And the fact is, that was the full buy, right? Before that, it was a Guardian and a couple of Sheriffs.
Yep.
And unfortunately, you can't say yeehaw anymore after this moment.
Closing.
But
Jangan
that was just
takabur.
brilliant from
Ya.
Famous. Like, his impact has been surreal this map.
Yep, absolutely. Without a doubt, one of
Lu
the
nggak pakai celana, Bang?
not the
Pakai, anjing.
MVP of this map, and a couple of other ones
Boxer,
as well
boxer.
previously. But up close and personal with the rubble, you're dancing with the rocks, and they are pointy.
Nice!
Boom, have got him.
If you want to dance with the devil, you better be bloody ready as Shiro and Berserks open up again. The underworld is theirs. And they are making
Mas Akhir kalau
Xerxia, the
menang push up
heroes
20
of
kali,
this
Bang. Oke.
story, look weak
Ini kalau menang 20 kali, Cok.
and terrified. The nightmare that has been instilled in the form of Boom. Can they close here? Can Xerxia bring this back, make it look doable, make something occur?
Time is ticking way too far at the moment. They're just locked out by Util.
Again,
Yeah,
it's that
Aldo.
fear. They're shaken. And there's not much they can do as Shiro will strike. And now as he tries to hold the line, XE
Let's
walks
go!
straight into the
20 kali,
claws of
Cok.
Famous. It's beautiful. Something that is terrifying to bear witness. A hungry wolf in Boom as they make their mark here on Lotus. I remind you all, that was the map pick of Xerxia. And they certainly didn't make it look that way in any way, shape or form. You can see how frustrated they are by this Komodo.
XE is not happy with that one. Has to be brought on down in front of the home crowd as well. He is feeling all of the pressure. A tsunami
Ngamuk. Siapa ngamuk,
overtaking
Cok?
him. He's
Siapa
staring
ngamuk,
at
Cok?
it and just looking. He can't do a thing.
And it's understandable why. Again, we mention it, we've harped on this so many times. You take down Myth, you take down Full Sense, you've got pressure on your shoulders, a weight, a burden that you have to carry.
And it is so heavy at the moment as well. But for the side of Boom, Mitch, they were looking so bloody good, weren't they? 13-5. Famous
round.
popping off.
Kok marah-marah, Bang?
Give them whatever. This is Boom delivering
Kok
one of their
ngamuk,
best performances
Bang?
yet.
The main thing about Famous as well is just how well he was able to control the early round. But my, oh my, we have been given a treat. And you know I love a good snack. So for now, we're going to take a break. And you guys get bloody ready for that next map.
Gila, oh, Mbah Mas Gary, gigi banget Mas Gary. Vamos nih bos, senggol dong. Nonton siapa dulu kita guys? Nonton siapa dulu guys? Wih, nih. Nah ini nggak sih guys?
Stationery made simpler. Karena dengan Grab for Business, kontrol pengeluaran.
Full confidence? Yeah. Gonna headshot them. Easy ones.
Ini nggak sih?
Scared, huh? Yeah. Djaja, now scared. Sorry. Just looking. Focus, let's go boys.
Let's go boys, 10 seconds.
Don't overthink, don't overthink.
By all of our expectations.
Contact straight, go later.
Ready, Doc?
Yeah. Go. Fetching by default. Ayo, TLT, run. Hi, JJ. Give JJ the plan. Oh, JJ take.
LCQ kapan bang? Nggak tahu deh. RRQ kan LCQ main ntar.
Guys, if I die, I go cry, for real. I got a facility checking, yeah. Go.
10 days of practice, Josh. Is coming in here to play initiate.
Tech, where you hiding? Good tech.
Good tech.
Type him. I think shotgun bomb. Easy, West.
Good tech anjir.
Fucking off. One mewah. Hey, one loaf. I'll move our ropes. I got a dog now. Dog. All drops. Wait a bit, okay. After this, all you tell. Let's.
Bulan ini LCQ Pacific duluan atau EMEA lupa deh. Nggak tahu deh gue.
Malango in 6, and Schäfer of Germany goes in 7.
Halo Kai. Thank you donasinya Kai.
And they get away, one head always gets away a little bit slowly on the outside there. It's Leon Schäfer who's got away very quickly, but Yoda Penegay has the lead at the moment, and here comes Richard Whitehead. There's been a fall in the background. Well, there's been a fall. It looks like Malango who's gone down and tripped with around 10 metres to go, but Richard Whitehead has gone across and taken the win there, but Malengo was coming home, well, very quickly indeed, but he's fallen near the end. Yoda Pettigay's come back to help him over the line. He has finished there, so he will get himself a time, but it's Richard Whitehead who's come home in a winning time of 12:35, and Leon Schaefer in second place, the German with a lifetime best, but tragedy there for the man from South Africa, Ntando Malanga, who was 7th in this event in 2015, who went down. You saw him coming through as Yoda Pettigay, who took off quickly on the inside. Leon Schaefer of Germany, who was up there as well, and just on the inside, you see Richard Whitehead.
Konser JKT48 seru nggak bang? Seru banget.
Let's go. Ready? Smoking down, Dawson. Okay, let's go now. Smoke now. Flash side knock. I'm elbow. Yeah, fast side knock. One heaven, Rastas one. One inside.
Nice. Ih, seru banget nonton ini guys.
Up and safe, okay? Up and safe. Ron, kalau tak down to heaven. Guys, Aaron have smoke later. Wait. IoT. Sabar, Ron.
Konser CH98 kapan lagi bang? Nggak tahu deh itu mah nggak tahu guys. Bu menang 2-0, 2-1 guys. Pokoknya pasti masuk guys, pasti lolos.
10 seconds. Ram is open. City. Play with dog. Point front of me. Apa tu? Nice. Forever. Nice. Elbow.
Nice. Baru udah mentok belum ya? Udah mentok anjir.
Hey, no one side. It's fine. Let's go airpins now. Can we do airpins now? Just come together. Okay, let's do airpins now, guys. I'm coming. Ntar lu smoke heaven air. Yeah, go smoke. Roll Q style. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let me go loud. Do loud. Okay, let's do dog.
Rusuh banget ya komsnya ya.
Go loud. I need elbow, guys. One elbow. One side. Two. Get that. One more time. Nice.
Gila Jason nih bos.
One city. Nice. Sabar. Plan city. Nice. Ace, Jason. Ace. I got one. Have a sorry. Peace out. Hell.
Oh my god. Gua kira Paperrex kayak something bakal drop jauh bang, enggak dong.
Aping.
The Phantom, the spam, 20 bullets left inside, time running so damn short now with the Decade kick by blessed by Lady Luck, hasn't he?
Let's go.
Abang. Let's go. Nice one. Why me again, huh? Mantap kan?
PJT siapin something main nggak bang? Main.
Siapa nembak dulu? Nothing Careful B split. Yeah. He just smoke middle actually. Nice. Terus. I see, okay? I see. One mid.
Debut CGRS main di Tokyo sih emang belum siap mental, tapi udah oke banget anjir. Gila tes bahasa Indonesia, bahasa Inggris. Asencion buat nyari ini guys, nyari yang bakal lolos juara 1 masuk ke franchise sama 2 tahun. Ke liga di Korea guys, guys. Bakal ketemu Paperrex nanti di Korea. CGRS udah mantep banget, Cok, mainnya, Cok.
Two heaven. Put it to me, guys. One heaven on. One more side. Bomb drop. Side and heaven.
Ya, Roja.
Aku back in it. Last set. Left. I'm leading. Go now, guys. Oh, shit. One elbow. My bad. Blue ball. 2. 80.
Online, spray down from Mind Freak.
80, Viper.
Is low, a single bullet and burst will bring him down and the whole defense will come crumbling. Still Buzz.
Tapping for you.
Down to one extremity, here into elbow.
Viper. Low. 50.
Waduh gila. Ini ngaron clutch keren banget coy anjir.
Wait, take pause my earphone.
Take pause my earphone. Kita 2024 ada degradasi, nggak ada guys. Degradasi nggak ada, nambah doang timnya itu, tambah banyak.
Aturan kiri tadi dari mark rotate deh. No, ping together. Let's do this.
Epidemic Sound provides you
Gila,
with
GG banget coy ya.
restriction-free
Mantap
music
banget
and
sih guys,
sound
gila
effects
guys.
that you can use across all of your content without having to worry about it getting
Taking shower. Can you watch shower dong, Faras dong.
Gua kayak apa sih? Kayak mes lo anjir, mereka mainnya 2-0, Cok.
Terus watch shower. Kalau dia datang gua ulti run. Lu mau lihat? Ulti run. Gua enggak liatin, gua di smoke.
Oh, dia bahasa Indo.
Dok, I see nothing, wah. Ulti. Coming short. Apache one. Jaga di lane.
Wah, flashnya Cigarettes, lihat bro.
Omar. Tomar pelan. Kayak shower. Omar sky. Nice bro. There shower. One more shot. Back triple. Triple inside. Nice. Side. Ping guys. Ping ini. Yes. Side.
Gila. Asencion juga ada di region lain bang, ada EMEA ada, Amerika ada guys. Wah gila anjing.
I'm not gonna go fight, okay? They know I'm here.
Anjing.
Oh, kena. ITP ya. Kill him. Ayo, go back. Reset. Help.
Jadi mati nih, so gue nih.
Oke, reset. Left. 3 left.
Wah, nggak mati.
Oke, reset. Big clear. Just reset. Clay is flanking. I'm gonna wall. Sorry, I'm gonna kill showers. I'm flanking, guys. One shower fade. Okay, wait. One more. Nice. Go set up the fight. He's still showers. I'm holding showers. Wait. Clark can kill shower. Okay, I got set.
Out in the open, it's gonna call.
On your right, only fit. Two side. Viper 1 HP. Nice. Nomor side. Nice.
Oh gila, GG banget cok.
Holy shit, bro. Ready? Wait, no ching. Now, ready? Go.
Cio boleh cek WA, boleh. Fuck, kenapa Pak?
Get the fan. Together with me. Fighting.
Yeay! Thank you Alpha. Ntar kita unboxing malam guys.
Where to quickly belong, guys? Pocket it, guys. I got spam. Nothing. I got go quickly belong. To city. No belong. Battery city. I can see. Watch my elbow. I'm watching your elbow. Hey, can I be fine, Wifi? Yeah. Cool. Can you play side? Okay. I got flash, boys. Can you play now, fight? Call here. Flashing now. Gabi. Nice. Last city. Just get my shit done.
One man against the world.
Kanan kau, Pai. Deepest one. Flashing.
Gila guys, lihat guys. Baru satu tapi ya, baru dapat satu coy ya. Kurang toxic bang mic checknya, jangan toxic dong guys. Belum mulai ya, Apa nih guys, Bang Udil Semermeo.
This summer, history's greatest hero returns. And his final adventure will be his greatest.
Have we met? My memory's a little fuzzy.
Pasan Kopjing yang miss ulti mulu bang, ini kurang dia miss ulti mulu.
Cinemas tickets on sale now.
Kok iklan mulu ya? Bang, ada dong bang.
B rush.
Up. Dia tunggu ya.
Darahnya satu nggak tuh anjing?
One mid. You can go. I solo B. I 1 HP.
Wah, deadlock nih bos. Boom kalau juara auto.
Spike planted.
One L.
planted.
Nice. One more heaven one. Oh, let's go. Winnable. Let's go. Foxy win.
Many heaven.
Scanning ahead. Last player standing.
I'm noob now. Half. Heaven jet and one cut.
No.
Anti.
If I kill Deadlock, we win. I heal 150 HP and we win. I don't know, he killed me. Yeah, you kill him so slow, Foxy.
Sorry. I'm some miss. I'm not training.
It's okay.
I'm first game today. Yeah.
Launching emang kita. Yes.
Ya sama Foxy 9.
Oh.
Santai aja.
Ya kok fokus kok.
Fokus.
You can go back, guys.
Ella champion kapan bang? Belum guys, bulan Agustus deh kayaknya.
Oh, what the fuck? Smoke shoot.
Smoke saya.
Lane jet.
One enemy remaining.
Ngeri banget ya guys ya.
Lane.
I'm keeping my grave empty.
Oh no, so hard guys.
Last player standing.
80 jet.
I think we can split it.
Ngeri.
Yeah, Jason
Kayak
played
sih bisa banget bang masuk prosin Valorant. Iya, cuma masalah dia udah lumayan ini guys.
Shoot, and I'm dead. What the fuck?
Ke depan.
So lucky.
I'm so sad.
Tapi
Gila sih cara.
maaf kalau aku nggak bisa nemenin sampai selama itu. Dan saya Shani Indira dari generasi 3 Kapten JKT48 mengumumkan akan lulus dari JKT48.
Kita delay itu mantap lah sih, Jess. Gua smoke sana, gua smoke sini.
Gue suka kayak lo kok.
Gua sikat, gua sih.
Shiba lo mah.
Shiba sekya. Shot.
I drone middle.
Nothing shot.
Take flight.
Grounded.
One more shot. Wait, attack it.
Clean kill.
Gila, Deadlock sama si Jason sama sini kayak sinerginya gila juga ya.
Messi. Oh my AT.
One enemy remaining.
Gila.
Oh no guys, so hard.
Nonton kah bang? Nonton guys.
Kasihan banget.
Asia inside. You have it.
Let's fight him. Go back.
Cat garden.
Shot in. They're running shot.
No, pull them to their grave. Reeling them in.
Heaven. One more heaven.
One shot.
One enemy remaining.
Buset.
Na.
Gila anjir kayak banget, Cok.
Deadlock aim in.
Okay. This was John. And break. Three now.
Wait. Deadlock.
Sippy now. Sippy now. Sippy now.
Is he on side or what?
Inside.
I'm in.
Area is dead.
Spike down A. Last player standing. A.
That's right. Holy shit.
One enemy
Djaja was mid.
PP-nya dilepas ya bang ya, udah dilepas satu guys, tinggal satu.
Yeah, it's 4 second, 4 second.
Iya Yes, yes.
Yeah, but he just lucky.
What the fuck? Hey.
Nice. I'm used to it.
Putih deadlock gacor banget kalau yang bawa Spike.
1 minute.
Oh, only one smoke.
I can flash if you wanna go.
Satu lagi aku dong Bang Rio. Aduh.
Later.
I can flash later. Ready? Let's go, I flash.
Belum mulai memang belum ya?
I go low.
Kasih tahu napa kalau udah mulai, Cok.
Flourishing, staying in their lane. But alert, there it is.
Ya,
That's the timing.
kena
Komodo.
timing.
Will they overlook Blaze King? He's found one in LBY, and Famous has picked up another, so this positional advantage from XERXIA might not work out, but Sirafop gets one back.
Famous has to disconnect from that battle as well. For Shiro, though, he's flanking so hard through their spawn. In fact, a little bit disconnected from the action. You do have a player advantage as XERXIA here too, remember?
He's the only healthy member though, in this round, Shiro, as he does come along, so there's a lot of pressure onto him.
Line held from Sirafop. It's the right one to find Shiro here, the higher HP person.
Nebula down.
Smokes him off.
Certainly splits the wickets. Shiro has a start in hand, able to do it. Info gathered. He will be able to fell it quickly, but Komodo, they've got to get a bit of a wriggle on now. Burning lots and lots of time here. Rolex XE very low, but it's not going to matter.
Aduh, hampir dapat, Cok.
Okay.
Another second? Maybe.
Potentially.
But more importantly, a pistol round for XERXIA here. It doesn't matter that it's only Sirafop surviving. It's a pistol round at the start. The absence that we've seen time and time again for XERXIA. Starting map, struggles. Will it turn into
Hampir saja, guys, ya.
a change up here at the nth hour? Start with a pistol, start with a second one. You win a bonus on the attacker side of split. Still, you know, defensively strength.
Di Thailand, Bang. Iya.
They won the pistol on Lotus.
Yep.
They started opening.
Ayolah,
We heard
Boom.
the crowd.
10 push-up nih, Boom, kalau menang, Boom.
But then they were relatively quiet for the rest.
Yeah.
Let's hope this is a change of pace.
Berarti gue udah 100 push-up dong guys tadi, guys.
Very slow to start though for
Gue udah
XERXIA
100 push-up
again
tadi
in
ya.
these rounds. Wanting to test the waters, see if there's any lurking sharks. For Boom though, of course, not too much to lose in a round like this. When you go into it with the classics, with the shorties, with the Sheriff on Shiro.
Pistol rounds still can get it done. A friend once said to me, it's not about the size of the boat, it's about the motion in the ocean. That's what
100 push-upan lagi, Bang, kalau 2-0, ya itu dia. Ini tier berapa, Bang? Tier 2.
They will be able to play with their Toxic Screen and their Poison Cloud as well. Potentially play in with a little bit of decay. The pistols could get some damage in.
Yeah. Well, look, you know, it's not exactly the craziest buy from
Hanya 3 orang. Ada 4 orang sih hanya, guys. Ini udah pasti bisa sih. Harusnya bisa bunuh 2 atau 3, guys.
Because of what Shiro's been looking at the other side of the map.
They've managed to at least break that one as well. The longer they buy the time, Komodo, the tougher it gets for these guys. But they're going in. Alert has spotted out Blaze King, but there's Berserks. LBY gets a response, but it's actually going to be Severine.
And now they've got a crossfire.
Absolutely. They're doing it so well here. This is this level of hesitation coming out from Boom.
Aduh!
XERXIA can come back in with 3. 20 seconds left on the clock.
If he stayed silent, could have got LBY here. Now he is stuck.
15 seconds. They've got to get moving immediately. Rolex, Shiro. Oh, Shiro, does he have to stick it? He has to hold it. I think he does. Okay, it's fine.
One Sheriff shot would have ended LBY at the end there. The strong crossfire denied from Boom.
LBY is more than a hero in that round. It's something where so simple. Up against the pistols, you know it should be a given round every single time. You should never have to clutch out a round of that caliber.
Especially in a round like this, that's the thing as well. When your opponents go in with a nil investment, and that's one of the downfalls of a playstyle like XERXIA as well. Very passive at the moment, leading into their non-aggression, right? Where Boom, we're going to be expecting a lot of fast-paced action from them.
That's for sure. Boom have been getting up in the grill of XERXIA the entire time.
Yeah. Need to see a bit more from XERXIA, a little bit faster to continue, but away into this round is going to be quickly into B potentially.
That's the opener that they need, Komodo, and the regrowth can come out immediately as well because we know how rough their bonus was looking previously.
This is the way you want a bonus to start, taking away Berserks. Such a problem player on this map specifically when it comes to Boom. Rotations though do happen.
Good response.
Yeah.
Shiro at least getting one back, but that's going to be the Vandal. Hot potato.
You can already see the Famous is very paranoid of what might be going back over towards A, but it's still here at B.
They've made the investment. Shiro one away, obviously, from the Cosmic Divide, but Alert at the helm here. Shiro, he's just so nervous. 26 points of HP, has to break the Trailblazer, and it's going to be Alert to take him. That's another Vandal there. Komodo is Famous. Oh, Famous, he has to be the one to stem the bleeding, to get on in. But it's LBY. I spoke about him being a hero in the previous round, but he's done it again. Blaze King, what can you do?
No util.
Nothing to work with. And Rolex, perfect. That's another Vandal at the top of the ropes as well.
And it's a bonus round to come through from XERXIA. They do not drop it either with an opening kill. That is a good conversion.
Attacker's side, starting hot, moving fast. XERXIA, oh, just maybe.
I think the first real tell that Boom are going to be feeling anything in this series is not necessarily losing the bonus here, but when they force out a timeout. When Boom have to use a timeout, that's when we will know that XERXIA have done enough to start to just fluster them a little bit.
Mapiknya Boom loh, kenapa ya mapiknya Boom malah begini, mapiknya itu malah begitu, Cok.
Slight sense of panic. The pause time used. A nice high dig as the ball goes up in the sky.
Yeah, but now the proactivity from Boom as well, even with the lesser weaponry. This is where XERXIA's patience might find a reward.
Love this proactivity. But also they're just so ready for it as well.
Absolutely, because that's the playstyle of XERXIA at the moment. Just really passive, letting an aggressive team get aggressive in the very beginning. And when Shiro loses his life, pushing through the garage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Seen that a couple of times where there's been a bit of a brain delay, but exactly. That's it. You've got your partner in crime to do the time alongside you.
And now it's a 2 versus 4. You're looking for damage.
Boom, masa kalah, Boom.
Severine can move in if he wants, but obviously that Nebula will keep him at bay for a little extra minute. Sight will be taken for free.
Plant down. Severine wants to pop in front of it. The Sheriff shots. Imagine another one.
Give him another at this point in time. His head's on a swivel, though. Unfortunately, those are the moments that you kind of set up for success, but just the way that XERXIA kept him guessing. He just couldn't do it in any way, shape, or form. There was no chance back into that round as XERXIA. They get a fourth, but this, I feel like, is going to be a big tell. This could be the one Komodo that if Boom lose, that may call the timeout.
Certainly so. This next gun round is going to be very important for Boom Esports to get not only a round started, but also to kind of chip away a little bit of the economy that XERXIA have already started to build up. Showstopper and Bladestorm available, and here it is. Here's the timeout.
Ini Mas Dian, kenapa di sini Mas Dian nih?
Either way can work. It would make sense from both sides. You know, do you keep your calm?
There it is.
It is Boom that's made the call. But again, it can benefit either sides, right? It's a second to breathe.
Tadi pas PMA menang gampang. Emang iya guys, gue pas PMA malah menang,
because
Cok.
you can see the emotions are already quite flat.
Yep.
It's definitely not anything to read into, I don't think, at this point in the match. But again, it's the moment in time where you think about it. You allow the story to continue forth. Because remember, like the theme of this event, take your place. That's what XERXIA are looking to do. That's what Boom are looking to do in this competition. It's been a rocky event.
Famos pakai race malah jadi kurang, guys. Iya ya, kenapa ya?
Where this journey has been smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Even Fancy.
Rex sama Mr. 05 sama Rex main apa? Cok, beda game, Dajjal.
But now, everything on the line for Group Alpha here.
And this is definitely where we need to just see Boom start to erode away at this scoreline difference as well. It's early stages, 0-4, quite recoverable. Berserks has gotten out the operator.
Lain makan bubur buat yang lagi sakit gigi apa, Bang?
Away from some more important ultimates. We can definitely see the party started with Famous when that showstopper gets brought out.
Maksudnya apa sih? Makan bubur?
Everybody for XERXIA.
Sakit gigi makan bubur sih, yang lembek-lembek.
Paint shells in, can buy some time. Trailblazers
kena tuh. Lo itu anjir 7-2 dia.
Later.
Yep. But as the cavalry starts,
kalau Boom menang pasti lolos, makanya guys ini nggak mungkin jangan satu sama lah.
30 seconds of the rounds are just so passive from them.
Oh, do they clear? I don't think they do. They've actually let a lot of space up here. Famous didn't go for it, didn't try and contest that. The Poison Cloud's gone up as well.
Yep. Showstopper gonna net nothing. 5v5 retake. Shiro with that Cosmic Divide can be called to arms here.
Makan puding lele tuh boleh, puding lele guys.
Sitting back at the screens. Waiting ever so patiently.
Ayo boom, semangat boom, bisa boom, masih bisa boom, ayo boom, semangat boom. Nice, Severin dapat satu.
Actually getting forced into peek the screens. That's a crazy position because now Famous, LBY not ready for it at all, and Berserks has picked it up as well. Famous, yeah, as you mentioned, straight onto that. There's nothing they can do. Nothing they can do at all. Rolex just has to get out.
Yep.
And that is a massive, massive response. The pause.
Yeah.
Got it done.
The pause in time in that round as well. 5 versus 5. As soon as Boom realized that XERXIA are setting up for an A take with the guiding light, with the Trailblazer sent in as well from them, you have an idea that the showstopper is going to be ripped. Oh, very cheeky operator shot to come out there, but what's even more fancy is what Famous has done with the satchels. Getting in your face, doing what he does best on this Raze kit for a round on the board for Boom.
Famous must have started in Greece the way he's been dancing around. It's just been so beautiful how sneaky and cheeky this man can be.
Ayo Bom, bikin gua push up 30 lagi Bom, yuk pas sama yuk.
From XERXIA again, very silent, creepy approach up through mid. Leaving a lurk in the form of Rolex towards the A side. That is taking out Seraphop, who has actually been pretty decent at finding opening kills in this map so far.
Yeah, having a Raze go down early is not what you want at all, is it?
No, not whatsoever, and he can still even go for more at the moment. He will be spot out, but remember, Shiro's here to help him.
Only some info off the back of that Trailblazer, but the spike's still down. They're just going to be patient.
It's dicey for Shiro, though, because there's a lot of players around this corner. There's two. There's a crossfire for both sides.
The Jet's just doing a stare-off as well. The Operator's still just outside B, but it's going to be Blaze King to take point again.
Nice hold mid there.
Second in the round, Komodo, and he's also dinked onto LBY. There's Berserks. This is a complete and utter change from XERXIA. Where has their confidence gone?
And XE just pushing through that poison cloud as well, getting decayed on down. Rolex onto Famous, though. Can get healed up by the regrowth, but with only 10 HP for LBY, 30
did
seconds.
He spot him?
The problem's 30 seconds on the round.
Yeah, Rolex. I think he actually did manage to spot Severin. I don't know if they knew at all. But Blaze King has the line. I don't think he's going to quite clear it. No way. There is no way he gets out with this. This is a turnaround. Boom have dropped the bag. They can get in now. They can send out the Seekers. They can get towards the site. But you're right, Komodo. Shiro, could he do it? They are looking for him. They are turning, but it's going to be all about the timing. He has to push the Poison Cloud, the Toxic Screen. And now LBY in position. Does send the Guiding Light out, but Shiro! Oh, he was ready for it, wasn't he?
The difference that some HP can make in this game, a 2 versus 5. So tantalizing for us, for everybody watching. A round to Boom yet again, though. A showstopper still carrying on over with a Viper's Pit for Blaze King.
I don't know if I want to see that as XERXIA at least, you know, showing that they've got that resilience, or Boom just crushing them even in a chance where they almost brought that back. That was a 2-on-5.
You got to see the timing gaps though in that round as well, right?
100%.
For XERXIA, the fact that there's some trigger discipline up
they
at the
were watching the flank.
Exactly right. So quick in for the next round. However, the Viper's Pit deployed in through towards mid. This time for XERXIA, no shotstopper for them to get into the site very quickly. So they have to expand to new horizons a little bit more. An entry in towards the tower.
Apakah Alert akan seperti Famos?
Oh,
dapat kontrol anjir.
They can choke Blaze King from 2 different angles on that Viper's Pit.
Yeah, but it's scary as well. You know, do you want to go and fight in the Snake's Pit? That is always a terrifying prospect. But look at Berserks, the proactivity. That's Seraphop going down in the opening pick again, but Alert with a response. It's Jet for Jet, and now Alert with another. This is a man who is hungry, who is ready, but can he go inside it? Oh, Berserks! What a risk to take, but the gamble reward has come through.
Viper's Pit activated on the side itself. You can get some time to get a plant. Heaven approach for Boom.
Yeah, it's still the advantage going the way of XERXIA, and XE will be able to do it, but don't count Berserks out. He can make this work. He knows how to fight inside close quarters, but he's got so many angles to watch.
On for an ace.
Absolutely.
But time ticking away from the spike and that Viper's Pit.
He opts for the Operator. That's the craziest thing to me. He still goes in, does have bullets in the shorty. Yeah. This is the thing, Komodo, right? Take your place. Will you do it now, Berserks? You have to go now. You have to get moving, and you have to be inside the pit, but I think he's called it. He doesn't want it. Doesn't want to go for the risk to seek the reward. He's going to give the round for XERXIA, and that is 5 on the trot.
Oh, an exit kill, though. The money isn't too stable for XERXIA here.
He's going to get 5.
Get this closer one, it's going to be a consolation ace to come through from Berserk.
It's more than a consolation, it's a consolation gift. You know, it's been delivered to him on a silver platter. it doesn't mean everything, right? But at least it just stems something.
Berserk udah nyala nih, tinggal pamos nih.
A little bit of extra confidence to go in with this as well.
I hope it gives the team some more confidence too, because XERXIA is showing a little bit of a difference when it comes to this map right now.
But what excites me is the fact, because I spoke about it, almost winning that 2v5, right? Then still winning a round like this, even with Berserks getting 5. XERXIA not thrown.
Yep. Severine going to be down onto a stinger in this round. That is an audacious peek from BlazeKing. It's going to be able to just find him through the smoke.
You can't be doing that. It's like bullying at this point.
Yeah, well, bully hunters alert, chasing Shiro down.
He's the hunter, punishing back. He said, you can't do that to me, mate. BlazeKing now has to be held back because look at Rolex. He's moving in and Seraphop's going to find it. Finally, an opener or at least something for this raise. There it is. He's making up for it in droves from what was previously taken away from him. 1 before the famous. But he does start strong. That's at least 1. Exactly right, Komodo. Satchel out, alert spotted, on the groove, on the move, famous. The paparazzi, they are out, they have lined together! Whoa! And it's a camera starring moment! Famous! Give this man a bloody Oscar!
Put some respect on the place he comes out. This Raze kit, he is playing it incredibly. A 1 versus 4 when we're looking at Seraphop getting great kills, when we're looking at XERXIA on this attacker's side getting rounds that they are fighting hard for, making look clean. He just gets around the map so quickly, so concisely, and headshots double down.
Never count them out. Boom. Backs up against the wall. We've seen Berserks with the 5k. Sure, it didn't net them around, but then now famous. A 1v4. I'm talking about getting in the heads of XERXIA.
Look at the buy that has actually caused.
They
string together a couple of rounds. XERXIA still gets an opener.
That's a good trade at the very least in this position. Severine just behind the Nebula. But look at the positioning of Seraphop.
The smoke is going to fade. There's some time for things to settle in the server at the moment and clear out positions with utility. A gun, an operator, in fact, picked up. Who would you put it in the hands of at the moment on XERXIA? Because alert is down.
Patience is a virtue.
Oh, going to the B side as well. Severine's going to be holding from the back of the side. However, look at where Shiro is. He's in the garage at the moment.
They've taken all of this control for free.
Yeah, and a push over through the A side as well. Eventually, the jig's going to be up. Will Severine get one?
Oh, the head. Oh, it doesn't quite work out. Do they freeze? Do they go? I think they've dropped into the side here, Komodo. They want to keep on going. XE with an operator. Picked it up out of the cold, dead hands. And he gets another. Seraphop doing it. They are going to come back, but they're so far away from this.
The thing is, it's a disadvantaged position for Boom as well. A 2 versus 3. Will they be expecting Rolex to be playing in the mail room? It's all going to come down to timing. A 2 versus 2. Ultimates allowed for XERXIA.
He's got the package. But how quickly is he going to send it? No showstopper this time round.
That operator. Oh, BlazeKing.
Nice timing.
He's funned it. Oh, there it is. Another one. This time, though, it's going to be BlazeKing. He was my highlight. He was my head-to-head. We're talking about how important it was, him going up against XE. And he manages to fell him inside XE. Managed to get the pot shot from the heavens.
Yeah.
But again, the angels don't mean much when the devils are Boomer out.
And when you clip their wings as well, you bring them down to earth at the moment. And that's not where we're seeing a couple of these players. They are getting a good bird's eye view, aren't they?
Class.
BlazeKing able to get something happening in that round as well, but not before his teammates did enough damage, enough work.
Oke, ada 45 guys ya, 45. Let's go.
XERXIA though,
duit juga bagus guys.
A purchase into the new round. Seraphop back with a showstopper too. Will it be fast from them into the B side? They did it over towards A previously. The problem being, Rolex on the Viper is not as autonomous as XE can be on the Astra, and it's currently XE carrying the spike with the squad in the garage.
Frozen in time for now. Crosshair trained on Berserks, and a punishment of the showstopper. Berserks doesn't like parties, and I don't blame him. Looking for more. XE with the response, but Berserks, no! punishment. XE likes parties. He wants to be re-invited. And now that spike will be planted, and it's a 3-on-3.
Paint shells do some damage, get the heals up as LBY. Can XE even get a Cosmic Divide though?
Snacks, drinks, music, everything going on right now.
In mid, a battle.
You're right,
Won
the
by
timing,
Rolex.
it could be absolutely everything. He managed to get in towards the position here, but Famous already taking point on the side here. Severine also joining him. They have to go for it all here. Locked in, trapped, strangled.
Body block.
LBY is close. I think you're exactly right, Komodo. They might just go for this. They could do it. They're going to kiss and cuddle inside the corner, but they take off, and it's okay. LBY, he says not today. You got to finish the bloody game first. And XERXIA, they take 6.
You got to finish the round. You got to make sure the round is gathered.
Ngapain? Itu mau body block, guys. Ngerti gak sih? Dikira bakal disedot.
But the extra
dikira
utility
disedot.
throw in as well on the back of the gravity
Dikira
well.
disedot, taunya disetun.
Snake Spike too. Just
Salah,
making sure
guys. Salah perkiraan.
No defuses.
Kalian nggak ngerti ya? Makanya belajar dulu, guys. Jangan pada marah apa, guys. Ngerti nggak? Kalau ditarik, itu ketahan badan, bisa ke defuse. Ternyata disetun sama di ini, guys.
Charge, man. 6-4. It's an eco from Boom, stacking mid, pushing mid. It is only Blaze King here, and starting to get a little bit of damage to his body as well.
Kalau bronze nggak ngerti emang sih.
He's been tickled. Little giggle.
Gamblingnya gede, Bang. Iya, gambling, tapi taunya emang pinteran Sersi aja.
Just for good order. And XE's able to make quick work of Berserks as well. Those blades have been punished, Komodo, but never count him out. I've said it again.
The thing is, where will XERXIA be expecting Shiro to come from?
5 HP as well. It is a next to impossible task, and it'll be okay. Information gathered. This round now becomes an unlosable moment. They know the HP. They line it up. They crossfire perfectly, and that is going to be XERXIA winning out the half. Komodo, is this more than what we had in the previous map? It is by 2.
Yep. Certainly is. Attacker's side providing us a good showing from XERXIA at the moment. Good adaptability. When you get a round presented like that, when it is just the pistols, you want to try and navigate it well, not losing too much.
And I harp on this narrative so many times about all the moments of brilliance that we've already seen again through the side.
75.
You have XERXIA, who are firing on all cylinders, operating together. It is so hard to fight against.
Operator early over a B for Berserks 2, but smoked off the line. And expected aggression.
Ini nggak enak ya, single guys. Kelihatan dulu si Berserk, Cok.
Actually still holding this Cosmic Divide, remember. He's been babying it.
They're trying to send him in, so that's going to be the tailwind going as well.
Yeah, but the problem is, now that that's expired, there's been some movement from Shiro away from the B line because it's being held by Berserks.
They might just walk into this Komodo at this point in time. I don't know if they're ready for it.
They could, but you would expect a Trailblazer or at least a guiding light in from LBY first. There's 5 players here.
There it is.
They're setting up for it, and now they know the op is at B.
Does he stay to fight, though? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's going to get some additional support, and it actually pays off in dividends. Look at that alert. Maybe get a little bit too confident. Berserks gets another, but it is quickly traded by LBY. So it's not a done round just yet. Shiro has made audio. He has made sound, but Rolex has found another. But Famous! He shows up again with the double kill. Now it's all onto the captain and LBY, and the half
Famous nih bos, senggol dong.
Always got to be a daring battle against Berserks when he's got an operator looking down the line at B. He gets one, gets out, a chance for another, nailed. And by the time that you trade him, the rest of the team is there for Boom as well. A showstopper from Famous though, almost just to seal the deal in that round. 7-5. At least enough put up for XERXIA, I feel. Translate over into their defensive side, a discussion to be had now. And it's got to be, first and foremost, how to get the pistol. But you've got to look towards how you're going to close out this map to send us to the third.
5 different agents, 3 different roles. Call him Mac, because that is a big flex.
Absolutely.
But again, is it going to be enough? I do like it, you know, especially when the flex does send you onto a duelist on the occasion, right? The fact is, that is a diverse player base, but you said it, I think a couple of years ago.
4 kata keren yuk!
Everyone.
Lagi 5 ini map setnya map Tero bang, map setnya. Cuman kalau
how you use it around your teammates, right? So, Berserk's a very versatile player, but I think now...
And again, on that as well, the flip can still be said
true. Kalau dua duelist,
and
taker
yes,
sih.
how you use it, but at the end of the day, you got to get the shoot on as well. And if you've got teammates to put you in good positions to be able to do the shoot, that's where things can come up good.
Ada join member ya? Gue lagi ngeliat, Cok. Bukan Nopal, welcome to Kazoku ya. Tadi aku nggak lihat, maaf ya.
Sending Boom into the arena, or will XERXIA?
Bang, aku cuman gua 5 pusat per round. Boleh, Kang. Nggak apa-apa ya, penting kan udah olahraga, guys.
And remember, that's the heroes to be cut down. When's the last time you saw a villain arc be successive?
So many times they put the villain up first, looks good, and then they explain their plot or something, and the hero ends up winning anyway. So, is that what we saw in Lotus? Still way too early to tell. I will never, ever, ever consider Boom out of this one at all.
No, nor XERXIA. Even though they are a map down, still a fight to be had.
Archer push up dong, Bang. Diamond.
Second half, it's quick from Boom. It's
Oke, Boom main cepat juga, Boom main
the
cepat, guys.
aggression from them can be unrelenting.
They are set up for it here, XERXIA, to a degree. They're straight on in.
Oh, they're not even going to contend with the side itself. They're going to go for a little bit of a
That's what I mean. Is this actually beneficial here? This allows the XERXIA side to reposition, but okay, yeah, they know exactly what's going on, but Alert's going to be punished. Blaze King takes him down. LBY is stuck.
We've seen this position played for time
know
and
he's
time
there.
again.
What a
so
read!
It's just read in. When you see Rolex with that wall, you know someone's behind it.
They knew they had to be more there, Komodo, so now it's back into their heavy advantage for Boom.
And a flank eventually from Shiro if required.
Nice, Famous dapat satu lagi.
Famous.
4 kata keren gak sih, guys?
Really tasked with the impossible here. Severine's going to punish him too. So it's all left on to Seraphop, and he does get one, but he's going to be slowly chipped
Gila rapi
away
banget,
by
Cok.
Berserks.
Oke, 10 pusat gue simpen ya buat next round ya. Kalau ini menang lagi 20 ya. Biar sekalian coy. 2-0 nggak sih? 2-0 nggak sih? Biar lolos playoff, coy.
This is just surreal.
Yeah.
There has not been a single moment in this map where I've felt like anyone's kind of had control of the ship. You know, it really is those rocky seas. But again, it's who shows up there. If you don't have a good skipper, if he just cruises down up the river, right? You got to take this to the open ocean.
20 pusat deh,
you got to
guys.
deal with the
Biar
swells,
sekalian coba bolak-balik.
everything that gets thrown into it. The ocean is unforgiving, Komodo.
Well, in this round, a bit of mid-aggression from XERXIA, but it is a guiding light sent in from Severine at A, with a bit of placement from Viper Util to then immediately come over towards the B side of the map. This is where we'll be expecting a bit of an explosion from Boom. No nonsense Valorant, just straight in with the better weaponry.
So they will take point. Spike should be playing.
2-1 nggak sih biar si Spek,
Everyone is
anjir.
here from XERXIA though, but
planting berhasil dilakukan.
It is a
Oh,
default
plantingnya di
plant as
situ
well,
ya?
so you have to stay contained within the site for Boom.
Just got to move together. Only way these pistols will overwhelm, and it's already a dink shot up. And alert! And alert! No way you let this work out! No way you let this happen, Boom! XE making it work. The gravity well is up here, but Shiro and Blaze King, they have so much. They are put into a corner, put into a box, and now Seraphop taking another. Alert up close. Seraphop getting it done.
Kenapa nggak post plan aja? Plan belakang, plan sebelah kiri, main belakang. Kenapa, guys?
You cannot lose to a weapon that is free. It's just not allowed.
It's kind of nuts. Not gonna lie. Alert with 2 almost immediately. Is it a right click where it's captured 2 heads? Because that is actually insane. No, it's just very quick shots to come on out. Classics from XERXIA, and that's why I mention a default plant as well, because you have to stay on the site. The 2 remaining players for Boom stuck in the garage. They have to run into the site after the gravity well is used.
Positif, udah, nice try.
Down here for Boom, don't they?
Nah.
Straight in, trying to force the narrative here, Berserks, but that's the one thing I love as a caster, right? To get excited about the eco clear. But then again, right, XERXIA just walked away with one of their own. The crowd loves it. And that's why we sort of feel like it would just be, I was about to say un-Australian.
Yeah, I want to highlight the fact that Blaze King has gotten all the way through A. He's in their spawn. I know it's a 2 versus 5, but there could actually be some serious damage. Seraphop's not looking for this one right now.
False sense of security.
If you can get Rolex first too, there is a way back into this round.
Oh, don't do it. I was going to say, if you missed that shot, that would have been great, but now Seraphop knows exactly where he is. He's got to kind of pump the brakes here a little bit, Komodo.
Oh, but they're hunting Shiro down the sewers. He has to get out of this one.
Spike's down, bad spot. It's really hard to get back into this.
You would expect so. And there you go. Blazeking taken down now, all onto Shiro.
Empty.
Rolex, a 4K.
Phantom dia
Even if
anjir.
it's eco frags, it's good confidence booster, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a good strong start on Lotus.
Now you can kind of call this one an upside down belated bonus round because, well, the Thrifty is gained by XERXIA. Now they go into this one on the quote bonus weaponry with a good lead on their own defensive side now. So the onus is on Boom to get this round, to keep this one competitive. Do not let that scoreline bloom out. And what have we got to play with? Couple of Vandals,
ada
Phantoms,
Paperrex,
some Ladder
Bang, kayak
Shields,
kagak
all
ada
the
di
utility
guys.
that you want as Boom to at least get something happening. But you need to be baiting out Util and XERXIA. You need to be getting information because you know from your VOD reviews, from your experience in this series at the moment that XERXIA are quite the passive team. You have to draw them out. They are happy to wait for you to come.
Anjir Famas, itu Famas ini guys, Bulldog.
Zen moments.
Karena cuma fokus game PC,
Kind of
dia
doesn't live
mostly
up to
masih game
Bangkok,
PC.
does it? Pretty chaotic.
LBY Trailblazer through A main, but Alert is pushing with an operator of all weapons, holding the line, and Blaze
that's so
King.
confident.
You're not expecting an operator on a bonus.
No bloody chance. The investment pays off. Stonks are rising. Exi also into position here as well. Sirafop manages to drop it. Exi does it. Oh man, this is a beautiful looking bonus for XERXIA, and they'll take it more than that, it does. 30 seconds left, basically, if a couple extras on top, but 5 alive. Barely any damage dealt. Utility not exposed the entire way.
30 seconds left.
They've got stuff to work with, and the reinvestment is going to be so minor. They've got another Vandal.
So we got like 30 seconds until we actually get back into the thick of things as well. So we'll want to see upgrades from XERXIA, take the weaponry. And I'm hoping
masih bisa lolos guys. Kalau 2-1 masih lolos
They
kok.
have had some woes on their attackers' side right now. The hometown heroes figuring out their groove on defense. As I said, happy enough to let Boom walk into their crosshairs, especially when Alert has an unsuspected operator in hand.
And these rounds are so weird, right? Because you think about how quick Boom have been, especially on their defense.
Yeah.
They were so happy to just mow straight on in, right? They're not a hesitant team. And that round, they saved in a 2v5, in a bonus, right? So you're showing those gentle cracks on the vase. You know, slowly it's been there. Maybe someone's just put a little crack into that windscreen. But over time, with pressure continuing to be applied, the whole thing's going to need to be replaced.
Yeah.
Semangat lah.
Boom here, they're going to buy down to keep some credits in the back pocket. Enough for the next round. But I am seeing that timeout happen, so there is a discussion to be had.
XERXIA, 4 kills between them.
Baru nggak mau coba main CSGO, nggak bisa guys gue CSGO guys.
They've been consistent. There's been no flashy moments. There's been nothing sort of breakout crazy, right? None of these individual highlights. They've been very consistent, this map, and I think that is a massive testament to them because we were speaking about it. How the hell do you recover from Lotus?
Yeah, and you got to remember, there were so many, like, 2 versus 4s, 2 versus 5s from Boom over there. But you flip it here, we're getting a little bit of a touch on that as well, right? With the famous satchels in, the showstopper, the recovery rounds to come through from Boom. But apart from that, it's been the XERXIA show. And XERXIA are the ones that, you know, picked into Lotus, happy enough to still let Split go through. Had some rocky rounds, some rocky scorelines on it so far already. But right now, in this instance, doing enough to try and send us to a deciding map. If we get to Ascent, Mitch, if we get to Ascent, it's one map to determine who gets into the playoffs.
Both.
Iya penjajah nonton festival kah? Nonton guys, gue kemarin nonton cok. Ini foto packnya gue ada guys.
Teams, players, individuals, personalities, fans, explosive.
Berarti ada satu degradasi, nggak ada degradasi guys, nambah slot iya tapi nggak degradasi ya.
Let's see what this party mix buy from Boom is going to be able to present us. Is it going to be just a little bit of a snack, a taster, or is it actually going to be enough to fill our bellies, get things real close here? Bit of info for guiding light, of
Kalau
course.
kalah ya nggak masuk atuh.
ZOWIE playing up at the B tower again, leaving alert to just post on a line for himself. This time going to be positioned over at the B site, elevated.
Iya Agung, welcome Agung ya, thank you Agung udah mampir.
Changing up the position, got to keep him interested.
And the Trailblazer actually sent through towards A,
Great
but as I said,
shots.
alert, that's why. Blaze King's down.
He has been way more on it this map. Super sharp, you know, sure, no individual standouts by any means, but he's been getting that opening pick time and time again now as they rush into the vents.
Oh, showstopper in from
Seraphop.
Seraphop. Will he be able to clear the right angle? If he just shoots it left, you'll see it.
He's got to be ready. Is he going to turn for anything? Oh. They're letting it burn.
And it still gets him!
Shiro walks straight into it. Oh, that is a blunder.
But now they have to be focused on Heaven.
Absolutely, they do.
30 seconds.
Because Berserks has that control. He does have the Vandal in hand as well, and Rolex is going to get Goomba stomped on there. They might continue to move, but Alert's ready for it. Great shot there, and now he can start to fall away. I speak about individual moments of brilliance, Komodo, and he has to do it all. 15 seconds. They have one target, one location that they can go to, and Alert's going to let them in. He's going to allow it all, but he hits the third shot. This man is stepping up to the plate and hitting it out of the park. A home run for ZERXIA as LBY runs him across the home base.
All he needed to do was buy time as well. He didn't need to get all of those kills, Mitch, but he does. He wants to get activated in from Seraphop to Shiro with that showstopper, but it's Alert putting on a show at the moment. One more round from them to get to 12. And then we'll be seeing the reversing of the names. That's the situation the ZERXIA saw in the last map. They were on the receiving end of a smacking. And now it's Boom.
Oh, he's close, he's ready, but he knows, there's the panic, the slight sense of inconsistency there. Alert didn't know where to look. The alarm bells are ringing inside his head and he's been punished for it.
Severine can rip Seekers, which he does. Famous with the showstopper. Will he choose to follow them in? Or entry in towards the site because the spike has left the scene.
This is really not good. You don't understand? This is not good, guys. Not good. You know?
To cut off info over at B. And that's currently where XE is by himself. There needs to be some time. There needs to be some info gained from ZERXIA. And they've done it. They've headed towards B.
Very early popped.
Yeah, real early, in fact.
Calling his presence, letting them know, XE, will he get away? He will.
Half damage.
They might overlook this, Komodo. They will, no. Clearing.
Nice.
Nicely done. Seraphop. Rolex. They bring the advantage. At least equal. Now Rolex in this 1v3, and he drops two. This wasn't equal, Komodo. This was Rolex back up against the wall. And somehow, Famous puts his head up. And Rolex says, you might be rich, you might be on top, you might have all eyes on you, but I was the one that took ZERXIA to this competition, and don't ever bloody forget it.
12 rounds secured for ZERXIA. One away to get us into a third map, a decider map. And it holds so much importance for this series. Information to the A side already denied.
Skeet shooting. He's ready this time, isn't he, Alert? LBY as well. They're not going to let anyone go further, Komodo. Look at the rotation. Everyone is here. Everyone is ready to play. Shiro, that's at least one. Seraphop's going to go down here so they can at least break the noise for a split second.
That'll stem the bleeding, but you do have to remember there is a player advantage for ZERXIA, and if they do push XE...
If they clear him.
Oh, he got one.
How does he do it? He holds. He holds! Severine! If you need a response, the time is now. Can he continue to hold? This would at least just bring the team back emotionally.
He has an approach to B. If he goes there, he will not meet any enemies.
But he's got no friends either.
He's by himself. All the years of his own individual experience. This is where it comes into the massive play.
Alert right on the line. It's going to be just so narrow. He does at least manage to bait the shot though, but he's got 30 more seconds. There's only so long you can walk around this one here, Komodo. But I think he's actually read this potentially. Maybe he can get to B.
ZERXIA are happy enough to let him as well because they've got this 1 versus 3, because they know that's a situation that they should not be losing. it does give Severine a choice of plant position, a guiding light to play with as well, and he knows because there's so many dirty angles that he's forced to plant in towards default.
I've talked about so many storylines, how many players need to build this individuality, how many times, how many moments that you have playing this game in your career, in your history. Severine, one is now, but alerts on the line, and it's not going to matter. History does not repeat. He's been punished, and that is Boom losing 13-6 here. That is an incredible response. One better than what they did there on Lotus. It was 13-5 where Boom
what's happened,
looked like the
guys?
Titans. But apparently Alert, they're...
Aduh, guys, kenapa dengan Boom, guys? Kenapa dengan Boom, guys? Nonton Bang Rijat dulu bentar ya guys ya. Sambil nunggu guys ya. Dia main apa nih guys? Main horor ya? Push up dulu belum ya? Push up 20 guys ya.
Nggak ada apa-apa. Jangan, nggak boleh matiin wifi coy, tadi disconnect. Dekat gapura, dia rumah. Oh ini kah?
30 tuh, 30 tuh.
Ini mah kuburan.
Tuh kenapa Boom guys? Boom kenapa guys?
Oh ini nih, menerima titip pos kilat maupun bisa ke seluruh Indonesia, jalur darat, laut, dan udara.
Permisi Pak, mau kirim paket.
Oh iya, silahkan.
Nih guys, kalau Boom menang, dia akan 2 sama, XERXIA 2 sama. Otomatis dia akan naik ke sini. Iya, dia nomor 2 langsung, Cok. Soalnya head to head-nya sama Fancy menang. Lah, Blade nggak masuk. Tadi belum nih. Sebelah ketat banget guys, 2-1 semua, Cok. Menang ini belum. Playoff dulu guys, menang playoff guys tuh. Juara satunya baru guys, VCT Pacific League. Siapa coy ya? Siapa guys ya? Siapa ya guys ya? Bang, workoutnya jadwalnya apa aja bang? Biasanya gue tuh dada, back, shoulder, kaki, dada shoulder, back kayak campur gitu guys. Pull push. Ya. Kaki pull push. Itu terus istirahat. Iya, udah. Jadi simulator udah tamat, kocak. Ini cari yang ini guys nih. Nggak ada yang seru ya ini ya. bisa semua hilang. Hey guys, 1000 subscriber guys. Aku Clipper kasihan tuh. GG banget cow, dia udah buatin lagu-lagu J-Sport anjay. Keren juga ya buat song kayak gini guys. Zaman dulu pakatu kedai tanah, gelaga ayam bukan kepunyaannya.
Cerita zaman sekarang kau yang guna duit orang, apabila pecah tombelang
Lari lintang buka, kau tak mampu bayar sekupang pang malah kadang.
Amai-amai belalang kupu-kupu, bayar duit aku yang semua kasihku. Biri sudah datang dari Jawa, mana kau lari bawa duit tuh kemana?
Kowe laju-laju pun sampai lepot pesona, bayar utang itu takut nanti kau marah.
Kita guys menonton VCT guys ya. Oh, udah mulai bilang guys ya, Kita nonton apa kan? Nonton Jason ya? Oh iya Jason, cok. Mau nonton Jason aja.
What happened? Yeah, what happened, Jay? What do you mean? Yeah, switch handle. I'm bored now.
Gila Jason 12-5 anjay.
I have no money. Let's go, Egget. Let's go, Heaven.
Okay, let's go. Thank you. I'll get you. Here.
Jason high sense here.
Jason, help. Help what? Use my Corsair, Jay.
No?
Come on. Use my Corsair. One round.
Focus.
No, don't want to change Jason. Hey, what's your crosshair?
0110.
Oh my god.
Why?
Heaven one. Reyna heaven watch.
Buset.
Heaven.
Like shoot me, GG. Drop.
Yes, sir.
Let's go side.
Wait.
Barrier deployed.
Let's go.
Snipernya GG banget anjing.
Last player standing.
One side.
Itu dua ya?
Healer killed.
Gila omennya di mana-mana anjing.
I can't see them yet.
Let's go B, I go out B. Go rush.
Let's go. Use Vandal, Jay.
I don't have money.
Wait,
Also poor man, Jason. Because I never kill, so I have no money. How Jason help? Can you
How Jason help?
Smoke and flash here. I go out instantly.
Gimana? Oh.
Have fun. Careful now. I'm pushing A. One hell.
One
go.
Get out of my way.
Hit out.
Aduh. Gak masuk coy Jason.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
120. Shit, he blind me.
Hey, bacot, Kokepin. I'm gonna number 1 soon, okay? Kokepin, hey, I'm gonna be number 1 soon. See you.
Kenapa Jason? Kenapa si Kevin, Cok?
Can you flash Ram?
Please.
Smoke here after you flash.
Ucha still playing. Billy, can let me number 1? I see. I know team.
Jason, mark. Don't lock, please do Jason. My friend moving. He's coming.
I blind him, GG.
They will be.
One city.
Good, Jay.
One rafters. Outside this one.
Oh no, 100. Stage low. Sage drop, sage drop.
You have gun, Cypher.
Oh, okay.
Camera.
Cypher's side.
He was Sage.
Sage. Come on, TP much.
Half HP, okay, Sage.
Come.
Gila, timing si Jason tahu aja musuh di mana anjir. Ya, whiff dia.
One enemy remaining.
I weave, GG.
Ya.
I weave, GG.
Udah mulai bang, udah mulai.
Last round before the switch.
Belum anjir, jangan bohong. Tolong jangan bohong ya.
Can let me number 1 and no team. I will be number 1 soon, brother.
I will rip the light from them.
What MJ? Did you switch?
I only one satchel.
No escape.
Going up.
My ultimate's ready.
Come on, let's go.
Buset.
I will.
One CT open.
How did he know, bro?
No one cover me.
Seru nggak bang Summer Fest kemarin? Seru banget.
One enemy remaining.
Why switch? GG. Okay, gonna die because I switch. Oh my god, Jason. If you die there. No.
It's okay. I give him warning shot, Jason. If not fun.
Switching sides.
Fair fight, warning shot.
Bang sakit ya emang ya Jason nih. Tahu ya musuh di mana cok bisa begitu ya? Orang jago begitu gitu ya? Oke, boom pakai. Oke, di Asen guys ya. Asen ya guys ya.
Fight this ghost, GG.
The one. Not on split. Split is frenzy my best.
Fornas apa nggak? Fornas apa Fornas?
Okay, I show you.
Okay.
I will prove you wrong.
Hey, play double ram with me. If
No,
we're not flash, help me shoot. Please. Together, we need our chemistry, Jason.
I'm gonna flash.
Please don't flash me, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Mouse grip lah, grip. You see, it's mid, DJ.
Strong mid.
Mid.
Come, DJ.
Bad smoke. Okay,
I failed.
Spike down mid.
We haven't already
got.
Nice flash.
You wanna peek?
Go.
This is not good.
I'm gonna
Careful, they go back.
Can you camera?
One in front of you.
Dropped. Reloading.
Maybe walking A, I don't know.
I think it's BJ.
One
BB. Two. Rena and Cypher.
Go aja.
Oh masuk angin bang? Enggak sih biasa aja guys.
Spike
I'm
planted.
blind.
Last
Ding,
player
one
standing.
SPJ.
Three for me.
Suicide. Who? He's dead. You kill him.
Nice try. Lanjut nonton guys ya.
To see Ascent again. We talked about high stakes, we've talked about the consequences, and only one
Famos pakai jet
team
lagi guys, Famos
can
guys.
prevail, and that's all happening right now. That's all happening here on Ascent. I want to hear some noise, I want to hear some fun. ZOWIE, boom! Who's it gonna be?
Let us hear it, Thailand. We are bringing it back for the final series of day number 6. Group Alpha coming to a close shortly. Group Omega, even more chaos around the corner tomorrow. That's going to be brought all to you. This event has been electric, and it will not stop now. Komodo, Boom, XERXIA, Ascent. Let's walk the path.
I'm absolutely ready for this one.
Right.
I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit shaky for these teams.
I've been shaky the whole bloody day, mate.
There is so much that is riding on this map right now for both of these guys. Ascent, it's a mirror comp. Better. It can't be anything more beautiful than that. For XERXIA, though, starting off on the attack too, remember. An orb gathered, but some aggression up mid. Oh, boom.
This is sneaky. Are they going to read the watch? No, they won't. Because they're all ready for it. It's the underarm flash in. Oh, Famous, stop! I can't have this. My heart can't take it in literally round number 1. Oh, Severine! Oh, Severine, we were talking about. Oh my God! The battle of the in-game leaders, and it's LBY to keep on going. Call him 5 because he will keep on moving, baby.
Oh, that's a pistol round that is so out of the norm as well. When you think the XERXIA are going to do something a little bit structured and try to go over to B after trying to draw rotations just off a blade and an orb gathering. No, you don't get that because Boom charge up mid, take the fight, and they lose it at the end of the day. LBY able to just keep it under control for XERXIA. And now with their upgraded weapons, there's going to actually be a battle around the entry of A.
Good job from Alert so far. We'll send them packing.
Aduh, tadi flashnya bersa kurang banget kisah guys. Butain diri sendiri, Cok.
See what the classics can actually do for a little bit. For Famous, stuck on the side itself, the drone to start to explore.
I don't think anything's going to settle me down at this point in time, Komodo. We're hyping this series up to be the game of the day.
Nice, dapat lumayan, dapat 2.
Fans of Bonkers, of course. You know, we got a little bit of that caster bias. Not in the game.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Okay.
Relax.
I thought there was a world where there could be
nice, dapat 3, nice, dapat 3, nice, dapat 3, nice, dapat 3,
But what I was mentioning is how we prepped this series to be the series to watch.
Yeah.
It was putting the hands up. It was asking for the spirit
Bisa,
bomb,
Bisa,
giving
boom,
us
boom.
the energy. Everyone around APAC, it doesn't matter what region you're from, what region you support. If you like Valorant, you're watching this game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. For the fans rallying behind XERXIA as well, another pistol round gathered with a second going their way. Now is the time for the Boom fans to maybe see their team get around on the board. The guns are up, but hello XERXIA, they want the action into B.
I don't know, Komodo, they're moving bloody quick here. Famous does manage to drop his mirror, but it's okay because Severine will support. Rolex does get one back, but they settle into an awkward spot because look at the spike.
Yeah, and Seraphop, he snuck himself in a good corner.
Paranoia,
the Paranoia though, is going to catch
They're not
him.
going to clear it.
Oh, they are.
Okay, that's fine. Due diligence needs to be done, but they have that spike, Komodo. Now Rolex on the line.
4 on 2. He has a turret, but he needs the kills. He has to have the gun up.
Oh, this is so hard. It's just a game of timing.
Nice.
Blaze King's not going to matter. Paper thin walls, and I ain't talking the caster as now it's all on to exit.
Nice.
As he will be taking down, and Blaze
Okay,
King will set the round
keep guys,
alive.
keep. Biar langsung 20 ya. Bisa nih ya.
Boom is really well placed for
So
them.
gue percaya Boomnya abis, gue percaya Boom abis ini langsung menang. Kita 20 push up guys.
Here, right? So the fact that they're able to do this one cleanly here is going to be very well placed for them.
Last map, XERXIA was saying boo earns. Now they're saying bonus. You know, it's not really working out for them in here.
20 push up Boom nih guys ya pasti ya.
Well,
Real nih bos, real nih bos.
They've made it move for
bener,
just a
Cok.
second.
Yeah.
They haven't let this one get out of their control like the previous map.
I will say though, that's 3 very aggressive rounds from XERXIA when you think about it, right? Quick in to
Bener,
reveal
guys,
with that
ngapain
pistol
gue
round before just a
bercanda-bercanda,
very silly
guys?
battle in mid, but then 2 quick ones from them
Tadi
as
utang
well.
push up, tadi gue 30
Now when they
push up,
actually have
anjir gue
guns, they're
lebihin
gonna try and
20
slow
malah
it
tadi,
down.
Cok.
It would be suggested by the positioning on a couple of their players at the moment. Some orb control again in through towards A main.
Ultimate's close.
No
very close.
No retaliation from Boom just yet. 0 point actually been held from Berserks as well. Maybe expecting a little bit of aggression. They are waiting for it, so you can just see already Boom reacting to what XERXIA has thrown at them in the first 3 rounds of this map.
They are starting to get baited in a little bit though. They're not comfortable with the silence.
Yeah,
and that's the problem as well because we know that XERXIA love to do this. Play with the clock. Play with the time. Let you simmer in your own thoughts and overcomplicate things.
Exactly.
Now for XERXIA, leaving only Rolex towards the B
Ayo,
side.
Boom, jangan sampai over pick ya.
This is going to be an explosion once again into the A site. What can Blaze King do?
They move quick. Blaze King, paranoid of his own. Hasn't sent his out just yet. He's going to allow the team in. And a little bit of a spray, but he'll allow the door to close as well.
Oh, they don't know if Alert's here.
Up close. Dark cover. That's going to fade.
Nice, burst up.
And it's Berserks to be ready. Striking whilst the iron is hot. Spike planted. But Boom with the advantage.
Blade again. They can clear out the close hell position.
LBY wants to get aggressive, wants to go for the fight. And he
Nice.
actually secures it, but Berserks and Blaze King, they've got something to say about it.
3 lawan 2, masa kalah.
The robot they've got to be scared about here is LBY.
They know where he is. 0 point out.
You get the defuse to half here. It's all going to be left onto LBY. I think they can just stick it. Yep, that's the round done. Not enough here this time round for XERXIA.
Nice,
Berserks to
20
close
guys,
strong
ya.
too.
Ya gue bilang
3
menang, Cok.
alive, and they will thrive as the round is secured.
Let's go.
And that's a fantastic momentum booster for Boom.
That's big as well. Shutting down rifle rounds is something that Boom could not get situated right over on Split. They had it down to a T on Lotus, but those two maps almost don't even matter at the moment. A warm-up, an entree to the main course right now in Ascent.
Don't excite me, you know I love to overorder.
Absolutely. For XERXIA though,
Okay guys, menang lagi
they
nih
didn't
guys.
quite have the funds.
No,
so they have to just go with a small appetizer. See what these Sheriffs can do, see what Zerofop can do with the Spectre as well. Again, orb gained because Alert was one off the Bladestorm and immediate pop as well.
I love this.
Oh, and a double
Straight
tower.
into it. Yeah,
Not
that's
expected.
absolute perfection. Crispy as anything. XERXIA not ready for
Boom
that at
e-sport
all.
nih bos,
To
senggol
play that
dong.
angle.
Power rakyat Indonesia
This
nih
sort
bos,
of
senggol
position,
dong.
Great stuff from Boom.
And now for Boom, all they need to shift their minds to is holding over every single gun to the next round.
They haven't even moved, bro.
Not really.
Don't need to.
Nah.
Famous has joined the party.
Yeah, make it a little bit more fun.
Oh, stand below him, please. Yes, look at this.
This is going to be a
Oh,
hoot from
Zerofop.
Zerofop. Oh, he's got the spike.
Oh.
They know he's here.
Yeah, spotted him.
And there goes Rolex.
Okay.
So Zerofop.
Oh, they're running for him now. If he can get 1 or 2, maybe it's okay, but the paranoia, it's good.
And there we go, 5 alive.
That's it, it'll meet the mark, and Boom take the lead back here in a pivotal moment in this series.
Yep.
Clearly not disheartened by that previous map of Split. 13-6 was the scoreline.
These are the rounds that I like getting into as well. When you've got gun rounds for both teams and you've got a many ultimate available and ready, it comes down to who pops them first. Are we going to get a lockdown for a
Jangan
lockdown?
jual dulu bang, kayak 10 guys, ya 10 ya.
Because we get these
Di sini menang lagi guys, 20 jadi guys.
plays to come on this map. Again, it is who
Pasti
is
menang
better
lagi
than
20 nih
who.
pasti guys.
LBY with that null command can actually remove all of these ultimates for Boom if they get a little bit aggressive.
If they get another one, Boom will be saying more than Bagus Sakali.
Very slow yet again though from XERXIA. Rotate to the B side. When will we see a 0-point use from Berserks? Because we know that Shiro's already used that recon bolt. And now Berserk's rotation is over here as well. There's been silence around the A site. It's been
A little bit
grouped
too
around
far.
B. There's an null
Just a
command
bit
in.
deep, wasn't it? How do they push from this? Looks like it's been
Nice,
stemmed again.
baru dapat satu.
Able to open up with another. That null command continuing to pulse, so they've got the site control still.
Yeah, but the problem is they can't get in. Even with the null command, they have to fall them back. They've lost Rolex.
Oke, punya 4
There's
ulti
50
guys,
seconds
4
to get a
ulti, 4
rotation
ulti
in.
boom.
They can't afford to go through spawn. They have to just cut the path of mid. A smoke down towards the pizza will alienate Blaze King from a fight, but even he wants a piece of the
That's
action.
so bold. But will it be beautiful? Yes, it will. 5 p.m. show. Blaze King holds it a little longer.
30 seconds.
Patience again.
All 3 players are so split from each other as
Yeah,
well.
this is not good at all. XERXIA falling back to their old ways of what we saw in Lotus Komodo.
If Alert gets this pick on towards Shiro in the B site, they can get the plant, but you're starting to see Famous rotate over as well. This next fight has to happen in 2 seconds.
And look at the utility for the retake from Boom as well. They've got everything.
Oh, Famous, what have you got for us?
Round's done, mate. No chance. No chance at all. LBY, he's going to have to fight up against Shiro. 8 seconds. He's not going to be ready for it. They will drop and they will go down. Spike fell. Shiro, great shots. Great crosshair placement. And Boom.
20.
4 in a row.
They're getting in for early as well for Boom. Because we're seeing an orb grabbed from XERXIA and no extra information, we know that they can leave it. Because the Severine show is set up over at A, they're happy enough to welcome them in with open arms, roll out the red carpet for them. So they're just playing to their strengths at the moment, Boom, on this defensive side. You'd almost throw the name of XERXIA on them as well, happy enough to let them ult in, because when they look for
Let's
a
go, let's
play
go.
into the site, when they
Wah,
look
kalau push up
to just
boom menang, Cok. Gue
overwhelm
push up
Boom,
terus aja kali guys ya, biar
they're
menang terus
already
boom ya, Cok.
available and ready for that. You see that the null command was even ripped there, Mitch. It didn't matter. They had the lines already pre-planned.
Absolutely. So really, Boom very much in the driver's seat. The hot seat.
Boom,
Millionaire
let's go, Boom.
questions
Kasih tau, Boom.
coming their way. But
Yang
they
pantas
are
masuk playoff nih,
calm.
Boom e-sport bos, senggol dong.
As well this
They might
time.
have to. Like, they're not going to be given the 50-50.
They got their coach though. He's the friend.
More than just a friend. Oh man, XERXIA. How would they be feeling right now? coming off such a stellar victory on Split, to have Boom just literally get up. It's just like both maps have been tossed out the window for both these teams.
Absolutely.
Apa, Cok?
A lot to think about here for both of these teams coming into this next bye. For Boom, these next few rounds can solidify such a fabulous half. For XERXIA, to first get back, make it equal. Chase a lead first. Going to be down onto some lesser equipped weaponry this time. Famous with an operator, that's what's kind of scaring me as well, right? Positioned in towards mid. Severin switching up his setup yet again. They're actually playing counterplay.
Lu pas diet makan apa, Bang? Kadang kalau lagi diet biasa makan apa aja tapi sekali doang. Kalau lagi parah cuma makan pisang doang. Halo Andika Ragil, welcome. Selamat datang ya guys ya.
Bouncing around, they gather the info. And are they going to cross? Oh,
Blaze King nih, bos.
Imagine that, just seeing this three-lined head of the Omen bouncing up and down, and then that's the last thing that flashes before your eyes.
Yep.
That's the thing about the nightmare
and
that
again,
this man is.
Again, you can just wait for Boom, right? You don't have to press the issue now. You've got a two-player advantage. You know it's a lesser equipped buy. Shiro just finds Rolex.
Oh, they're just playing with them at this point in time. I mean, look, it's just the eco, right? No stress.
Yep.
Only a gentle investment.
And Shiro can just play bait at the moment. Let Severin take a fight if he wants.
Spike's made its way out slowly. Just got to overwhelm Shiro here.
Yeah, full rotations for Boom too.
Yeah. Nice and quick. They actually have managed to get into a decent position, but they are split up. So Shiro can make easy work of it. It's no stress. Seraphon, great shot. But Famous responds nicely.
Again.
Oke, 10 guys. Kita tabung lagi 20 ya.
Is starting to just blossom for them.
Tabung lagi 10 lagi guys ya.
Hitting the 8Ks. There needs to be successive clean rounds to come through from XERXIA to start to break that down.
Feel like an entrepreneur the amount of times we're talking about the economy. But yeah,
gila, Famos juga udah panas guys ya.
More than just get rich quick schemes to come on through. XERXIA, it's going to be a slow burn.
5 ulti guys, 5 ulti ya kali kalah ya guys ya.
They're happy enough to do it with their set plays, with their individual prowess as well. Pushed off the line though of mid, will provide XERXIA a bit of a path in to the B side if they would like to. Remember, heavy ultimate rounds for both sides as well.
Just so hard to read. They seem hesitant. Again, that's the word that I don't want to be using for XERXIA.
Blaze King once more, spotting over towards A main.
Ulti langsung berserk ulti.
Quickly
Nowhere to run.
Berserk has that fragment as well to try and get a little bit of chip damage if XERXIA want to go fast in.
The amount of times that Blaze King and Berserks have overwhelmed them.
Kurus Bang Sandy kayaknya.
Here we go. They're going in. Alert up close. I think the Paranoia actually did catch him in the process as well. So there's Berserks again, managing to hold the spray. And he does get it done exactly right. Blaze King picking up another as well. He continues to swing.
Yeah, now as the Null Command fades away, you've lost 2 players. Your smokes and XE alerts your entry. Can you get back into a round such as this? That dark cover will provide you an out as LBY, but you don't want to be saving in a round such as this because that will give 6 rounds over towards Boom. 2 to 5, all right, if you can get 1 and make it 3 to 5.
Menang nih guys.
2 to 6, with elimination over your head.
Can't have that. They've been waiting so patiently as well for Seraphon, but Shiro's just holding this. Oh, that is rough.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 kills yet again. Decides the whole round. And Blaze King's looking the wrong way. I think he got team blinded.
Oh, does he just...
Losing guns, though, as XERXIA.
What the hell is going on with XERXIA? Where was the team that we saw last map? They started on the attacker's side. Last map, 8 rounds. It was surreal. It was like watching a beautiful play. A romance. Passionate. As they all just dance their way through. But this time round, we don't see XERXIA. We see a shell of something that was there to prove. And if we don't get a change now, we may as well leave the arena. But I can't because I love this game.
Absolutely. These teams are certainly showing us what they are fighting for. Can XERXIA get a thrifty to propel them back into this map? Do they just have to try and rip an ultimate because you know that it's going to be answered by Boom's ultimates as well.
It's not about just feeling the highs. It's about driving through the lows as well.
Oh, look at that 0 point. That's caught 4 of them.
Perfect.
With a minute plus still to go on the clock. That stalls XERXIA for the next couple of seconds. They will be able to smoke off this operator. They do then have to also contend with the fact that Severine has nano swarms on the side itself. A bit of a reveal, a bit of information secured for Boom, and a bit of a push through A main as well. This should give Boom all the information they need.
Great flash. At least getting them off the line, because what are they waiting for? Narrow miss shot, but some control taken now. Shiro, door will be closed, so they're having a little bit of a further look. Severine is there to support, but he will be blinded. He will be sent kicking. There's the paranoia Komodo. Moving on in. Shiro, Hunter's Fury, managing to make it work for now, but they do respond. That's 2 from Shiro. Back to this 2-on-2 onto the side. They have the spike, and it will be planted, but the rotations are coming in.
Yeah, we'll see what utility Boom have to work with, because apart from that, it's all going to be onto Berserk. 0 point can get both players on the back of the site. 2 flashes to set up Shiro as well here.
No utility rely on, so it's just going to be information. They will spray away, but they are playing a little bit split here. Exi just waiting, holding that line. Only catches the 1 bit of information, but now the flash drive ready to be sent in. They have to get moving now. Boom, flashes in. Great catch. All onto Exi.
Let's go!
But he can't do it. It'll be Shiro. And Boom continue their tear. The death streak that they are forcing down onto XERXIA.
Such a calm retake from those two at the end there as well, right? Waiting for the recon bolt to come online. Using that in combination with a flash so that anyone from the site that would look to try and destroy it would be blind, potentially revealed. A kill apiece in that retake. Ultimates expended from teams in this round as well, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day as far as Boom is concerned, because they have secured this defensive lead. They are setting themselves up for the playoffs right now.
Nice banget guys ini
More
guys.
than the playoffs, man. It's the glory. Because some people would maybe feel bad
Guys,
about
bisa
beating
guys.
XERXIA.
Mau menang bisa lolos
They
ke playoff.
thrive in that.
Yeah.
And they're fighting for it.
Here's that lockdown though, coming out from Rolex. This time no nano swarm set up from Severine to try and destroy that early. They have to respect it. All of the ultimates used from Boom. Null command available from LPY to get in towards this side as well to ensure the plant goes down.
They left it so late though, Komodo. They're only getting in right at the end of this. They've got to detain E, sure, and the spike will get planted, but they've got not much time to get into this post plant.
And there's an Null command that can lock them out. They have to just go for these dry jewels, and as Boom, you do not want to be doing that.
Yeah.
You have to respect this lockdown at the moment, and then you have way less time to try this retake.
Hesitating much more now. They've cleared out mid with Severine, so they are ready to get wriggling into the position.
Oh, that's big.
Alert's the one to show his hand first. Blaze King now gets the dark cover down, as you mentioned. Patience, time, ticking faster. They have to build, they have to move. Exi spots one, but as he does try to destroy the bolt, he will be taken, and it's working. They can push him, they can push him. Rolex, the savior, the hero.
They've done it!
Rolex, you monster! I cannot tell you how well he played that round. We speak about heroes. This man is the emperor.
Holy! That relied on Rolex saving Seraphop to get that Hunter's Fury on, to get the damage. 4 kills in mere moments.
The average viewer along may not realize how impactful that round was. Wow, 4 kills, amazing. But to be the savior, to defend your teammate and then carry them home.
7-3, that stops Boom's defensive wrath. Just for now.
Alert needs more offered, but he's been taken. Berserk's not going to feel the pressure of that round. And once again, we go back to little old hesitant XERXIA.
And Alert, the entry jet, down for the count yet again. Exi with a From the Shadows. Can you use that to reveal some information for an entry? Because whilst you tried to get into A, and you've been stopped, your player by himself up through short, taken down. Look who's having a peek in through B. It's Severine getting all of the information.
He can't get too overzealous.
He's trying.
He pushes too far, Komodo.
Oh!
But jeez.
That's cheeky.
We saw RVK do that the other day, didn't we? Pushes in dry and walks away with a reward.
5 versus 3. These are the rounds that Boom want to be closing really, really nicely.
The dark cover will go down, but that might soften him up a little bit, that shock dart.
And time. They are just being stalled out by all this util. Still a lot available as well. 2 flash drives from Berserks, well placed at the tree. Could be pivotal.
20 seconds, another very slow round. 4 members already here, hunting in towards the site. They have to get moving quickly. Oh, Zerofop, that's good. But
Nice.
Famous Blaze King, they are still alive, and LBY last standing.
10 seconds.
That's it, not much time to work with. Famous, though, has been baited. He's onto the site, but he has to do this. It's a do-si-do. It's a game of cat and mouse.
Let's go, 20
And
push up.
He's not just a cat. He is the lion.
Okay,
that is
93.
roaring. As Boom continued their streak forward, 8-4, 3. Could be 4, could be 9. Who knows at this point in time?
Such a strength on this defensive side at the moment for Boom Esports. A 9-3 can set them up with a pistol round in a second. No faults can be made from XERXIA at a point like that, but we're not even up to that point just yet. We have another round still fresh and available in this first half here. A must-needed win for XERXIA.
A broke. Go B, please.
Well, they're going to try. And Famous has been revealed already on this operator.
Just how well Boom have been doing. That duo of Blaze King and Berserks is incredible.
And any ultimate orb actually gathered up is not going to permit an ult for XERXIA. It'll get Rolex one step closer. But unless he goes to the other side of the map to get the other one, he'll still need a kill or a plant. That is such a problem for Rolex individually. You add to the fact that there's no weaponry for XERXIA here. You add to the fact that there's already a read from Boom on what's happening. They're rotating over their important members towards this side. They're starting to push Blaze King up through mid to get some insight on what is happening.
Oh,
and now it's Famous.
He's been spotted, but it's... That he alerts lucky to be alive. There's no other way to put it. But now, the big man, Severine, opens up with a strong one. Shiro there to defend as well, to support, to make it work. He's spotted, but Alert again gets away with another, and still he keeps on working with what he's got. They are going to creep, they are going to peek, but the timing doesn't fare Exy, and it's all on to Seraphop. 30 seconds, Hunter's Fury. You'll hear the shriek of the Sova. But Seraphop, perfection. Anything less is unacceptable, and it's just not quite there. I don't even know if we can start to talk about a curse here, because if Boom lose this from here,
let's go.
They've done something
malam stuck berlima. Biasanya sih begitu guys, kalau malam ada
Mitch from Lotus at an 8-4 half. From a
10 guys
7
ya, 10 ntar dikumpul dulu guys ya.
7-5 rather.
Mulai sekarang 15 kali push up guys ya. Oke.
It's the biggest difference we've had in this series so far. We
3 round
haven't
terakhir,
seen any
3 round
comebacks
terakhir.
yet from a deficit at the half. So that would bode very, very darkly for XERXIA here.
how do you get out of your head? How do you sit into this halftime break, listening to your coach, listening to the roars of the crowd? This is the most important half a lot of these players will play. Because Komodo, I remind you, I've been doing it all day. It's my job. I love it. But franchising is on the line. Not only will the best 3 from each of these groups go to the arena in just a couple days' time in front of that massive live crowd, they are fighting for life-changing opportunity.
Something I want to add as well, XERXIA has not had the opportunities in this series to gain
20 lah bang, 15 dulu lah cok, anjing capek
albeit
cok.
from the pistol in the secondary round, there has been one that they have gathered in the middle of the stampede that Boom has been running over them
Bang,
with.
nggak main gas simulator kayaknya kurang deh yang airplane-nya guys
A
ya.
lot of close ones, don't get me wrong, but Boom's setups and reads and their rotation.
Lu lihat mukul meja nggak bang, lihat.
On this map, and now
dia ngamuk guys, lucu guys.
New pistol round.
Yang mencinta Fortune Cookie Boom Esport, ayo cepat menangkan ini.
If you're climbing to try and get into playoffs, it's going to be one step.
Pro simulator kurang katanya, kurang agak ribet game.
Fancy United, Fancy the first. Now's joining earlier this morning, this evening, this afternoon. We are here, waiting to see.
Boom's quick,
as always.
But they're into the Killjoy setup.
Paranoia misses the mark, but they already have the sight here. Famous, locked in, but do they overlook Rolex here? No. Famous, of course he doesn't. What a silly question. But XE does get 2 before he is felled, and now they get out quickly. Alert gets another. Chaos on the pistol round. Would you have anything less? And now he's up and over the top. LBW does manage to save his teammate, and they drop as a trio. That is another round. Another pistol for XERXIA.
Ada slot nggak untuk Acu? Nanti kulihat ya Calvin ya kalau
it was a
kosong.
requirement at this point in time, wasn't it? I just don't want to see them get the
pick
next
kurang
round.
kelihatan lagi reload keluar
The
musuhnya.
ones after. The bonus round for sure it can be weaker, but we need to see the gun rounds to come through from XERXIA.
Tadi
This
Berserk
is the
kayak
step
nggak
that they
kena-kena loh,
needed.
coba Berserk,
Get
coba.
those fist bumps in, get the confidence there. The crowd is behind you. Your region is behind you for both of these sides
Lisa Blackpink,
right now.
Jo.
And XERXIA, they need to deliver not only for that, but for themselves. They have worked so hard to get to this situation right now, Mitch.
The pride of Thailand at this point in time. So much weight remains on their shoulders here, Komodo. As we see Boom creep up short, off angles being held.
Yep, see what damage they can do, of course. It is still the lesser weaponry.
We've seen it win rounds though, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely. But they are kind of just waiting at the moment. Through the tree, they look to go.
One thing that Boom have not been is hesitant. I would be disappointed to see anything different as they continue to put this pressure on.
Nice!
Nice! Blaze King. This is what I mean, Komodo. LBY, patience will be the most important thing, and lining them up as Severin. Here's the captain. Here's the mature one. Can he continue this trend? Rolex, fully healthy, walking in, dropping from the heavens. Severin has given up his hand, the dark cover, to lock them in, to trap them into place. That spike is there. Sure, Rolex can get in. He can get the tap, but they can get the duo, the dance. This is the thing. This is the fear. This is what Boom are looking to do. Severin taken down. And Rolex, he can breathe a sigh of relief.
And in that situation as well, Severin was the only one that gave up his location with that Bulldog. Blaze King's position was unknown, but the dark cover fades, and he has to clear the corner anyway.
How important those kills are in a game like this, in a series like this. At the end of the day, it's 2 Spectre frags up against a couple of weakened opponents, right?
Yeah.
But that 5th round gives what they need.
Now we finally get the guns for Boom, though. 9-5. If they falter here, that is XERXIA to get back in.
Just remembering as well that that is 2 incredible hero moments from Rolex in this map alone.
Absolutely. Will it be anything more come this bonus round for them? Because it is, yeah, a little bit wonky. Sirifop on an Ares, the spam potential.
Kabar guys, ditumpuk atau lagi guys biar 25 pusap ini guys. Ini kalau menang, ini menang nih guys, ini menang guys. Ini menang 10 tambah 15, 25 pusap ya guys ya, let's go.
They're more lent over towards the A side of the map.
Itu winnable banget padahal guys kalau ngepick bareng itu.
Really happy to let Boom reveal what they want to do. Reveal their hands. And the Ares position is known. Over towards the B side. This is where Boom start to creep up towards A. Mid is still a dirty position, a dirty problem at the moment.
Patience again. You said XERXIA, immovable. As Boom walk into A main.
The thing is as well, LBY has that Sheriff and XE up at heaven with a Bulldog. Needs a good spray unless he's isolated.
Oh, LBY, he's
blind.
blind.
The wrong way.
Yeah, trying to look up, but the paranoia, unfortunately, has captured him. XE also tagged up. Shiro gets another one as well, putting the real pain in here.
They're waiting for the spike to get in. It's still at the entryway.
Oh, Famous got that frag! The floor bang! Something, an absolute treat on the occasion, not if you're on the receiving end.
You're still looking for damage, though, with Sirifop and Rolex.
Oh, that paranoia. This bonus has just been absolutely abysmal from XERXIA. Or maybe you just want to put it to the credit of Boom. That's another floor bang, 2 in 1 round.
Ooh,
God bless you.
Close on that. 1v5 for Rolex. He's not looking for a round. He's looking for damage, and he's not even going to get that. Blaze King to pepper him through the dark cover as Boom find double digits.
This is just surreal right now. The game of back and forth that we were experiencing right now here at Komodo is just night and day what we've seen throughout some of the further series here. because that's what everyone just, again, needs to remember. The pressure on these two teams, the pressure on both of these groups. Final game of Group Alpha. Final map of Group Alpha. Tomorrow, will it be the same as this? I hope so.
Yeah. This is quick from XERXIA. This is different though. Straight up the gut to B main and LBY onto Severine. That's an advantage, and we saw how many of those XERXIA were able to close out in the previous map of split.
Straight on out again.
Yeah, immediate return.
Destroyed.
At least with Severine going down, he's going to have to be calling from the grave here. Paranoia, just for good measure. As now the spike looks to make its way forward. Oh, Seraphop! Can Rolex get this? Tickle the toes? No, but XE gets Blaze King, so it's 2 on 5.
Yeah, and you got to look as well. There's no way you can get into this side if you are Boom to try and get that plant, because you would probably expect XERXIA to just flood you.
Great flash. That's one
way, yeah.
certain way to get back into it, because this spike is still yet to be planted, so there is still some time to work with.
Starts to go down. Toy with the idea, but there's the Paranoia.
Pulled it away. They've got to be careful though here, XERXIA, that they don't overdo it. Berserks. Perfect.
Big from XE.
XE. A person, a player that I've set my sights on.
Don't want to count out Seraphop there as well, actually, because whilst all the action was happening around the A side, he stayed at the laneway of B with that air race. He was able to catch his opponent off guard. That was a little bit of Sova action reading into it to make sure there was no late lurk to happen. So it's just these little tidbits of brain play that XERXIA are still putting into this, even though when they are behind and the action is still focused over at the other side of the map. Shiro was not expecting that duel.
It would have been rude, right, to just see Boom walk over and dominate
Mau
this
gimana
one.
guys, udah great, mau gimana
As they
guys.
creep on in.
Yeah.
It's going to be that slow approach here from Boom again.
Lockdown available for Severine with a Blade Storm of Famous, but for LBY, he can deny a bit of the explosive play that Boom can pop with there because of the null command, and he's already at the right location as well.
Ready to go. Ready to pull the trigger. Alert spotted him. How close can he get? How personal can he get? Clearly, very. It's a juke on back and forth as XE, who's the hero of the previous, but only LBY gets one. It's 3 for Boom. And I think they probably just saved, to be honest with you.
This is going to be hard, especially if Severine gets that lockdown in, but the darts are going out. Rolex. We want it. He's 22 HP now.
He has no business saving this one at all. He wants to go in, and Severine just tapping away. He actually manages to take advantage of that. Seraphop has to be the hero, though, in this moment. And he lines them up. Will he be ready for this one below? Famous getting up close!
Nice, vamos!
But he is like a thief in the night, Famous! The Prince of
tentang
Persia!
JKT48 Summerfest kemarin. Keren banget Summerfest JKT keren banget. Tapi lebih keren lagi kalau Boom menang ya guys ya.
11 rounds, 2 away, and XERXIA.
Let's go 15 guys, satu lagi guys. 30 push up, 30 push up. 30 push up, gue janji 30 push up habis ini guys. 30 push up yuk, 30 push up yuk.
Into the action, you add 2 more members of the XERXIA squad to that situation. And then the 2 versus 4 is just going to be a very difficult situation to get back into as well.
Biar match point yuk, 30 push up yuk.
A big decision to be had here for XERXIA because unlike last time where a timeout was presented, in the previous map they had credits.
Review merknya bang, gue cuma beli Paperrex sama kepala doang.
To play for a potential overtime, Mitch, or they are full forcing.
Kehujanan nggak kehujanan dong.
If that single next round gets drops in this scenario, that could spell the end.
This pause means everything. Boom. This would just be the icing on the cake. You know, a turbulent year, a big grand final in Jakarta to make their way here, finding that victory to represent their region. They've done it before. The core 3 remains from champs last year. They've got history. They've got storyline.
Ucil podcast,
and they are
Ucil
looking
podcast sih guys.
to further that today, to play again in front of the arena. They are fighting for it.
Nice guys, ayo 3 ulti. 3 ulti, bisa kali 3 ulti bro.
Oh, it's looking like that half buy. Has to be, doesn't it? They have to almost take the knee. The weaker buy for where Boom can find 12, 6 rounds of cushioning. But we can't count XERXIA out. We've seen them win Thrifties. 1 away from a lockdown for Rolex. Do we see aggression? They're going through mid, 3 in tow for XERXIA. But for the side of Boom, they're trying to bait out any util at the A side, trying to bait out rotations, and that has worked a treat. The B site, Mitch, absence of any defenders. A point of play for utility
ikut guys, mereka ikut coba masa kalah.
Swarm can only buy so much time because we know Famous can get in front of it. We know Blaze King can get in front of it. This is going to be a turret destroyed and an immediate in for Boom.
All the eggs in the basket, but with that forward positioning, maybe they get the wrap. The warning shot, that's the info. Now, Boom should know.
If Boom go towards the A side, however, that's where the majority of the forces are for XERXIA. The lockdown over at B, this is all a ruse. Yeah, and it's actually baiting everything.
They've done it!
This is
Surely info, surely info.
Good info.
Yeah, he's used it. That's perfect with the From the Shadows Komodo because now they're burnt out this time. Now they have to get moving. XE at the helm. That's going to be the null command popped here. Rolex opens up. They're holding on. They are trying to make this work here, Komodo. Berserks though. One and another. The right click. The classic. And we'll be calling that for years with Boom if they continue this streak. One player separates them between 4 and a 12th round, and they line up, they hold that. It's like sleep paralysis for Alert at this time. He has to try and face his fears, and it's in the form of Boom.
Let's go,
and they will find 3 hungry members. Boom, map, series, group alpha qualifying points.
Alert needed a kill in that round for his Blade Storm. He has been absent in this map. 7 kills. There's nothing that he's been able to contribute for his team to gain them success. He has been isolated. He has been taken down time and time again by the side of Boom. And now he needs to do something with the rest of his team. There is a buy here for XERXIA, but there is so much momentum on the side of Boom Esports, and they are hungry. They want this B site.
They want to close this one out quick, and I don't blame them. Any momentum that XERXIA pick up behind them now could mean fear. It's tense in here. Yeah. Again, you could hear a pin drop, the crowd. They're up and about, they're ready. There is full focus, eyes on Boom to close this.
A lockdown for Rolex. In a post-plant scenario, would be destroyed from Shiro if allowed to be alive. And that let's go. Boom are going to this A site. Time to be bought. But Boom are silent. They are lurking. They are setting up for something sinister, and it's go time.
The calm before the storm, they're in. But will they be able to weather it?
Nice!
He is straight into the eye of the hurricane as he pushes forward.
Okay, nice.
Does get 2 as a response. And now LBY, the captain, the null command available, but this positioning from Famous, there's another stopping Rolex, but it's a shot of Alert. We said he was quiet.
Okay, 2 lawan 1, 2 lawan 1.
Alert, a 1v2 to try and clutch this one out. His position given, but he will hold, and the blades in hand are going to dice up the man.
He needs the spike.
Severine.
I got the spike. 10 seconds left.
Can't drop the door. Needs the plant. Will Alert give it
the
to him?
The uprights are available. Is he going to use it? Is he going to fight for it? No,
he got him off it!
He did! Who would win? One experienced in-game leader or one single Cloudburst. That's enough.
Cloudy Boy gets the job done for Alert. It was enough to rattle Severine. He's had an interesting series here for sure, trying to do what he can with all of the experience, with the kills that he's being collected, but at the end, the 1 versus 1 this time does not favor him. And you got to look at the positioning from Famous as well. That could have been everything. The fact that Alert finally gets another kill where it's got so much impact in the round.
You literally cannot write this narrative. As I said, you could not put a knife through the weight of this room. The pressure is immense.
Punya 3 ulti loh, Cok. 3 ulti loh, Cok. Aduh, mesti 3 ulti lagi.
Boom Esports.
Ultimates everywhere.
5 rounds in lead. To the A site to contend with Rolex, who's got a lockdown again. A nano swarm at the entry, but it's Famous to spot some info. That's 2. He's seen them.
This time it's just the fadeaway. Information gathered. Rotation's not yet pulled.
This would be different from Boom if they go down the guts of mid as well. A split A spray may be required from Seraphop. A Hunter's Fury can be used.
They had to break the door. That was huge that it was put down before.
Nice.
No way Berserks hits that shot. Nasty.
And Blaze King just uses his ult as well from the shadows to spot out the boathouse. Knows LBY's here.
If you want to lead your team, it is the time now, LBY. He's close up inside that dark cover. I think he's actually slipped through. This could be massive. They managed to drop that one member, but LBY has to be ready for the corner. They're going to clear him. Severin, you can't teach that there as XE gets another. Now it's back to the 3-on-3. 2 rather. XERXIA at the disadvantage.
Rolex has to use the lockdown. He's
20 push up, 20 push up.
from Shiro. Spikes planted. Time is a problem.
He's found it. Manages to connect with it. It all works out in their favor right now. Boom. No mistakes. And they close this. This is the time. You can take your place right now at these playoffs. If you play this one out correctly, XE has to move in. Does punish one. Does punish another. That's 3 for XE. And it's going to be 4.
What?
There is no way that this man can continue to keep holding on when their backs are up against the wall, when it looks like there's no more chances. This guy holds true.
First it's Alert to keep them alive. Now it's XE. Who is going to be the next player for XERXIA to go above and beyond here? Who is going to be the next one to say, this is my place, not yours, Boom? Another round of play. It draws closer, and this is one where XERXIA can take a breath if they need, because there is no substantial buy from Boom. There is a Blade Storm, though, from Famous, and we know how deadly he can be.
Hasn't popped it. Now he has. Ready to get going. Straight in towards mid here. This time it's Alert holding this, but will he command and conquer?
Nano Swarm around the B side, but the alarm bot destroyed already. And look at what old mate Famous is doing. He's already near their spawn.
They're ready to get on a wriggle. Up close, LBY. Inside this dark cover, is this going to pay off? Ooh,
it is.
Massive. Can he get another?
Nice, dapat satu.
He's hesitated. They've frozen. They're actually moving for him here now as well. They're going to be able to close the door. That's Famous. Up short. He's changed his position. Are they pulling out or are they continuing in? Because it looks like XE again. He had the 4K in the previous round. Now he's got one more. Back to a 3-on-3.
3-on-3 indeed. Dark cover down. Paranoia available. And Seraphop timed to perfection with a Recon Bolt can get some great info.
XE also with the From the Shadows Berserk's not exactly the best weapon to hold it to. He's going to be under close. Has to just play with the Sheriff. Famous, ready to strike outside from the shadows if he chooses. Berserk's, how does he get away with that? There is no chances that he holds this from under heaven, but he does. And now it's all on the Sheriff. And it's not going to happen in any way. Do you picture this? The script has been torn, ripped, shredded apart. It's been thrown out the window. But this is the storyline. You guys wanted it. You guys received it. Everyone has been a part of this journey. The players, and you can just see what it means for these guys on Boom.
They have done it. They have gotten to the playoffs, eliminating the hometown heroes in XERXIA. Such a challenge, a trial by fire, and they have walked it barefoot here today.
The villain arc is real. Boom live into that narrative. They drive it forward, and when all of a sudden the boat felt like it wasn't going to go to port, right? That second map, it was all XERXIA. They looked disgustingly strong, but here we have it, Boom, closing it out. But absolutely, we have to give that test, and you can just see what it means to these players. The emotion is real. These guys, they get up every day, and not only do they play this game at the top of the top, they represent the region. They carry the emotion of Thai Valorant, and it must be gutting. But that's what the competitive line goes. That's how this plays out. And you can just see love.
Thank you udah dukung Boom Esport guys. Kita dukung Indo Pride menuju ke Final Ascension guys ya.
But I think a warm welcome is necessary.
Gua harap bisa menang teman-teman.
And gentlemen, give it up for Boom Esports.
Thank you guys ya. Kita istirahat dulu, Cok. Nanti malam ada unboxing sesuatu sama mungkin live Valorant malaman dikit ya. Thank you guys, sampai jumpa. See you and bye-bye.
From VCT
Thank you.
Asencion
Dido,
Pasific
Firman, Kurniawan, Rina, Ikra. Kaos,
An absolute treat here
Ramadika,
tonight.
Absolutely.
Rian
and when
Demoa,
we're
Krisna,
talking
Faik
about
Dermawan,
players we needed to perform
Vidi,
in
Den
this
Zike,
series to
Om
be
Toket
able
makasih,
to have a
Set
chance,
Iksal,
have a
Faiz, Kevin
shot
Prayoga,
at
Berik
getting
Steel,
into this
EDN
very
Adi,
now position
Om Bayu, thank
that
you,
the
Rina,
players are feeling. We were
James,
looking for
Angga,
famous.
dan Kavin
We were
Iskaputra. Thank
asking
you
for
guys.
berserks.
See you.
And we got them here
And-
today. You add the other